Hey, it's Ben, from Roleplay Retcon. This is a stream we did the other night, me and Alex and Jency with a few other people from the One Shot Network. And we played an original game I made called House of Cards. House of Cards is just a prototype right now. You can't get it anywhere, but I may release it eventually. But thought it would be a good stream to just play test this game. We're busy with the One Shot Patreon drive, which is why there's not a new episode this week, but there will be a new episode of Pacific Rim Uprising next week, next Wednesday. If you are listening to this pretty soon after it's dropped, you can probably still watch this stream at twitch.tv/OneShotRPG. And it's got some visual elements to it, so it actually may enhance the experience. But if you don't feel like doing that, I think you'll get everything you need to know. Just know that most of what we're doing is played on cards that we're putting down, okay? They're black cards with white text and white line art of, like, rooms in a house. But I don't need to tell you anything else preamble here because all the information you need to know is in the stream itself. So I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you next week. Hey, welcome to a One Shot Network Patreon Drive Super Crossover event. Roleplay Retcon X, what am I rolling? X Asians represent X System Mastery. I'm Benjamin Gray, he, him. You can call me Ben. And I made the game we're going to play today. But first, let's get to know everyone. And we're going to do it popcorn style. I'm going to throw it over to Fiona, who, by the way, is producing the stream. And you'd never know that if I hadn't told you that, because she's really good at it.
Okay, it's the opposite side of the square. Hello, everyone. My name is Fiona. I use she, her pronouns. Quick visual description is I'm a white woman with hair that definitely needs a haircut, wearing some overalls and a black t-shirt. And yes, as Ben said, I'm producing the stream today. I'm very excited to be here. And I'm part of What Am I Rolling, which I'm sure the link will be in chat ASAP. I'm going to throw it over to the other side of the rectangle. I'm going to throw it over to Jency.
Hey, I'm Jency. I use they, them pronouns. Visual descriptor, I am a white person and my hair also definitely needs a haircut. I am part of Roleplay Retcon and I am excited to be here. And I am going to throw it to the other corner up to John.
Hey, I'm John. I'm one of the hosts of the System Mastery podcast. I recently got a haircut, so I'm looking great. I've got myself my John Carpenter's The Thing t-shirt on, so I'm ready for a spooky time.
Heck yeah.
And I will go ahead and throw it over to Alex.
How dare you? Hey, I'm Alex. I'm a host of the Roleplay Retcon podcast. I am a he, him, white dude that also needs a haircut. That's all you need to know about me. I'm going to throw it over to Daniel.
Hey, I'm Daniel from the Asians Represent podcast. I'm just excited to be here. I use he, him pronouns. I'm an Asian dude with glasses, which I realize is not very descriptive. We're going to run with that.
I think that's everyone. All right. This is for the One Shot Patreon drive, which is the primary way the One Shot Network makes money and produces shows like the One Shot podcast and Skyjack, stuff like that. And most of the shows like ours in the network are independent, but the drive does pay for some things like our hosting, some resources like sound libraries, some editing software plugins that can be kind of expensive otherwise, stuff like that. This drive has gone pretty good. But they need a couple $100 more and new and upgrading members to be at like a kind of a stable state. So please go to patreon.com/oneshotpodcast and see if there's something enticing there for you. So the game we're going to play this evening is called House of Cards, which may be a great name or a really stupid name. I'm not sure. And as
We're
we
about to
play,
find out. We're about to find out.
You will see what I mean as we play.
I personally like it.
Okay, all right. It's a horror game that's played right out of the box, as in you don't need to know anything or prep anything beforehand. It's all cards. We did prep a little bit just because you got to when you run a stream. But if I ever release this in a state where other people could play it, you would be able to open the box and play it without knowing anything. This is a horror game. And because of the nature of the game, it's a little difficult for me to give you some trigger warnings or content warnings because even though I am your host for the evening and I did make the game, there is no GM and none of us have anything planned. We're going to flesh out our characters and our backstories as we go along. And the game is pretty open-ended narratively, but it is dark, so keep that in mind. Players, if you're ever uncomfortable with something, just say X, something like that, and we will back up, mentally erase the thing that just happened and go in a different direction, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. So let's draw the first card of the first deck. We're actually going to have Fiona read this one because her character name is the first in alphabetical order.
Incredible.
And we're also going to make that order from top to bottom. As you can see, Alice, Dennis, Jeffrey, Jimmy, Jordan, Wallace, our turn order. Those are the first names of our characters, which is the only thing you make when you start this game. It's a first name.
All right.
So I got to grab that card, though, don't
I was going to say, I hope
That's
the card
my
comes
job.
soon. Yeah, I was like,
That's my
"Whoa."
job. I'm the card master. There you go, Fiona.
Oh, interesting. Hang on. I can't. So it's on. I see where it is. Okay, I'm just making sure it's updated on the overlay before I read it, because otherwise people are going to be like, what are you talking about? Interesting. It has not done so on the overlay, but I will
Oh, no.
That's weird. It's
Got
not-
this. Got this.
I'm fixing it.
Gracious.
So- Tell you what, do you want somebody else to read it out? And then I'll fix the overlay just so we've got it, Ben.
Yeah, I'm the second in the thing, so I'll
No,
just go ahead and
perfect.
do it. The rooms all fit neatly together. Doors connect to doors. Sometimes windows connect to windows. Rooms from different houses, different times, all seemingly inhabited yesterday, but now devoid of life. They continue without end. All of you, and me, have been in this labyrinth for a while, though with no sun, it's hard to say how long. There is no electricity, no running water, and no light. Tools and supplies are scarce. You are a modern person older than a teenager. Everyone speaks a common language. Probably going to be English. For now, just give yourself a first name and pronouns. You'll find the rest along the way, which is something we did before now. I believe we're from top. It's Alice, she, her, Dennis, he, him, Jeffrey, he, him, Jimmy, he, him, Jordan, she, her, and Wallace, he, him.
Mm-hmm.
Simple
Uh,
enough.
Determine a turn order, clockwise, alphabetical, whatever works for you. We are going to go top to bottom here. Alice, Dennis, Jeffrey, Jimmy, Jordan, Wallace, which also happens to be alphabetical. And then if we had a real physical deck of cards, we would separate these things into different decks and then shuffle them, but I've already sort of done that virtually. And then discard this card. Whenever you discard a card, it is removed entirely for the rest of the journey. Then have the next player in turn order read the next card, which will be Alex, and I will put it down for you, Alex.
A card.
My mind, when you said we all spoke a common language, I was like, oh, we're all like click. So
Yeah.
Can our
Sorry.
language be Klingon, Ben?
yeah,
Well, I don't know Klingon, so no,
Kapla.
not even sure.
all
I
we'd
said
say.
Hmm.
Or this is like a horror game, and we're all Ewoks.
Oh my God,
Ooh,
amazing.
Nice.
that. There you go.
Nice.
There you go, Alex.
Right. So I want to read this out loud.
You want to read that out loud
not,
for everyone?
not just to myself.
No. Well,
Use your outside voice.
Outside voice, all right. Strength. Your strength is determined by how fed and rested you are. You start strong. As you lose strength, you become weary, then exhausted. Food restores and can be spent in lieu of strength. Some room events and resources grant rest, which also restores strength. Unlike food, rest cannot be stored in inventory nor shared among players. If an event requires you to spend food, but you do not have any food, you may spend one strength instead and drop to the next level. If you are exhausted, you cannot do this. If you drop to weary, you lose access to one of your inventory slots, not the supply slot, and must immediately drop whatever it is. Another player may pick it up if they have an empty slot. If you drop to exhausted, you cannot use anything but your supply slot. You regain the rest of your slot when you regain the use of the slot you lost when you restore strength.
so I should mention this is a prototype of a game. It won't be perfect. Yeah.
Do horror
So
playtesting.
I'm sure I explained
play
this
testing
later.
is important. It's an important part of game
It's
design.
important.
yeah.
So that's that's what this stream is you get to see how the sausage is made a little bit. Congratulations to you. You have 3 equipment slots basically.
Mhm.
2 of them are like tool slots, and you can put any item in those. Some items are just supplies, stuff like food, water, batteries for your flashlight, etc. And those can go in. The supply slot can only hold stuff like that. But your other 2 slots can hold anything, including supplies. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yep.
And if you lose strength, you lose one of the tool slots, one of the anything slots, as you lose strength.
Neat.
But you'll never lose your supply slot. You can always have a supply. Okay. The next one down is Daniel. I almost did it. It won't be the first time.
Jimmy. I almost said Jimmy again.
It's the thing is it's the big name on there.
I can't see the full card.
There you go, Daniel.
Should I reposition it?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't want to
position.
I don't want to mess with your
I
overlay.
got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
There we
It's
go.
like one of those hands off sort of thing.
No, it's all good. You got it.
Okay. There we go. Water. A human body can go a long time without food or a good night's sleep, but not water. You start hydrated, and as you lose water, you become thirsty, then dehydrated. If an event requires water, you may drop 1 level instead. You are dehydrated, you can spend 1 health, even if it kills you. Some rooms have water. You can drink it immediately or store it in any slot for later. Now, I take a sip of water.
Right behind you.
All right. Next one is Chintzy.
Yes.
Hey, Coach Chintzy. Oh, okay. I'm also going to tell you, I think I forgot to make a health card. The last thing you have is your health. Your health goes from healthy to hurt to dying. And then if you lose another health, you are dead. And there's no finding new people in the house. There's no resurrection.
Ooh.
You're just out.
And the game can't end if we all die, correct?
That's one way the game will end, yes.
We can
All right.
self-TPK.
Let's
Race-
strive,
race to
let's
the
strive
bottom.
to do it.
I think it'll be easier to do than you think it will be. And also, the other thing is, I would not expect to find items to restore your health
Mhm.
in the house.
Valid.
Thirst,
Yep.
strength, yeah, you'll find those. But that health goes down. It's.
I mean,
probably gonna
I'm
stay
always
down.
out of paracetamol and band-aids and ibuprofen, so yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right. Is this me?
That's you.
Go for it.
Okay, items. As you explore the seemingly infinite rooms, you will find tools and supplies to keep you alive as you search for an exit. Each player has 2 tool slots and 1 supply slot. The tool slot can hold either a tool or a supply, and the supply slot can hold only one of a supply, such as food, water, a battery, etc. If you find a supply, you may use it immediately instead of putting it in your inventory. You may trade, discard, and organize your items at will. When you spend a resource or discard an item, return it to its pile. Assume you have something to light candles, fires, etc. Assume you have containers for food and water. None of these things require inventory space. Tools have tags that tell you what they can be used for or how they are used. Follow the instructions on a tools card. Some items aren't useful or have special uses but aren't specifically tools. Follow the instructions on their cards. Each player should now choose either a flashlight or a lantern and one of its corresponding power sources, battery or fuel. Each player may also draw 1 random supply or tool.
So we did that. I kind of did that for everyone before we started this. And as you can see, we've chosen a fairly equal array of. I actually meant to take a flashlight. I may change that for myself.
I also think Daniel also chose flashlight as well.
Yes,
right?
indeed.
You did.
Yeah.
I was very specific about
That's
why I
what
chose the
it
flashlight
was.
as well.
That's why it looks wrong. I'll
was
fix
good.
that.
On my
real quick.
separate sheet, it does.
Random.
I do have a flashlight there.
Okay, that's why.
That's all.
fine.
Ben, I would also like a flashlight.
I think
Well-
everybody's going to switch to flashlight
Team
because
flashlight.
Are you
it's
switching to flashlight,
No.
Fiona?
Absolutely
Okay.
not.
It's
No,
too
no.
late to be
I
doing
was-
that.
I was
mistake.
The other thing is, so there's drawing 1 random supply or tool. Basically, I did it from a randomized deck, and we drew horribly. It's so bad. Daniel is the only one with a tool, and it doesn't do much, and it can break.
Excuse me, it does so much.
Well,
Yeah,
I suppose you could say that.
It
Two
slices.
Slices,
supplies.
it dices.
It slices, it dices. I can, use the back of the blade if I have flint and I could start a fire,
Mm-hmm.
and we've
Yeah,
established that you
yeah.
said that we could start fires, so that means I must have flint.
This Jimmy character is just Columbo.
I need
We
to
decided, like-
I need to make it clear, maybe in future versions of this, that your character is not a capable person.
Oh,
We have all of the pieces for a gunblade.
Yeah,
We have a single bullet and a knife.
Yeah,
We
That's
have a
right.
gunblade.
that's all you need.
and the R, but we're missing the R1 button fell off of the controller though. Unfortunately,
We got batteries. We'll figure
Yeah.
it out.
No, wait, Ben, can we pause for a second? So this inventory, our 2 tools and 1 supply, is that in addition to our starting or?
right now
We're full. We're
You're
basically full.
your two tools and supply thing is full. You basically have your light source counts as a tool, like your flashlight or your
Okay.
lantern, and then a supply is the fuel or the battery that you need to make it do light
Work.
stuff. And
Okay.
then the other thing is everyone pretty much drew a supply except for Daniel, who has a
But
knife.
that's okay, even though the card just said that you can't have 2 supplies.
You can definitely you can put supplies in any slot.
any of the slots.
Okay, so you can put it in a tool slot, but you can't put a
Right.
tool in a supply slot.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Right.
So if
Do we
I
have
want
a
any,
way to-
You can
to-
overload yourself on
denote these
supplies,
slots?
but you can't overload yourself on tools.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Not
have all the
all
canned
Squares
foods.
are rectangles and all rectangles are squares. Those are the opposites.
makes sense.
Okay. Here we
Yeah,
go.
suddenly Jen sees Jordan is just covered in knives. We're like, no, that's
I know, right?
You can have the canned food. You can't have all the knives.
But I want
Much
more
of my
knives.
I love knives.
All right. John?
Eyes. Some events or items have multiple outcomes when experienced or used and will ask players to draw an eye. When this happens, draw a card from the room deck and look at the symbol in the top right corner of the card. Then, follow the corresponding instructions. Open, usually a good result. Half, usually a mixed or beneficial result that isn't as good as open. Closed, usually a bad result. When you draw an eye, discard the room card. Do not follow any other instructions on the room card. Discard this card, have the next player draw a card.
Ooh.
Very scary things I'm doing here.
Sounds
Sorry.
like it.
Loads of eyes.
All right.
Um,
Fiona, it's actually your turn. You actually get
I-
to finally read a card.
I get no, it's all good. I was just making sure we can see it on the overlay. So light. As you journey through the house, players will take turns drawing room cards and following their instructions. When it is time to draw a new room, the group as a whole, not each person, must have at least 1 lantern or flashlight and spend 1 corresponding resource, a battery or fuel, and spend 1 food, water, or rest for every 2 people.
That's a mistake. That was an old thing. Basically, you have to spend 1 food or that's not. Don't read that last part.
Don't do it.
Too
Go back in
late.
time.
It was
Ba-
red.
Don't do it, Fiona.
In red.
Basically, you have to spend 1 food or water for every 2 people, and it could be 3 water, it could be 3 food, it could be 1 food and 2 water. But yeah,
Okay, right, but no rest. No one
Right.
gets to rest in the house.
no
I understand. If you do not have the necessary light resources, you stumble through pitch darkness. Draw an eye. And it then says, if an eye card is modern or vintage, you find a flashlight. Oh my, why is it flashlights? And as many batteries as you can carry. If it's antique, you find a lantern and as much fuel as you can carry. And then the half and half, the same instructions as the full result, but the current player is injured while stumbling through the darkness and loses 1 health. And then completely void color, the same result as full, but the current player is lost in the darkness and never seen again.
all right.
Man, can't wait to have more lanterns.
Piling them up high.
So much fuel.
Bathe in the
Nice.
fuel.
So you'll be the lantern person.
Rooms. As you journey through the house, players will take turns drawing room cards and following their instructions. To draw a room, at least 1 person in the group must have a light tool, and someone must spend 1 resource that powers the light tool. It does not matter who has the tool or the resource. A group must also spend food or water according to the Rubik block. I know this I just realized this is what it just said in the last card.
That's okay. That's all right.
Anyone may
Oh,
spend their
good. That's why we
resources.
playtest.
Yeah.
or take the hit to their strength or water levels. These costs may be spread among the players or incurred by a single person. So when your party dies, the number of players is reduced by 1. Well, you know, it,
Wouldn't it be great
Okay.
if somebody dies, more players come in the chat? You're like,
If somebody dies, they multiply.
water party.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we are playing as Mogwai, so if we do use water, we will have more people in our party.
oh,
That is
true.
the inciting
you what.
incident for this adventure.
I'm going to read this one too because that last one didn't really count. Room cards have several parts. In general, everything above the illustration is for the group, and everything below the illustration is for the person who drew the card, though there are rare exceptions. As a rule of thumb, if a text says you, it is referring to the person who drew the card, like whose turn it is.
Mhm.
Okay.
Lock. Now, even though it's someone's turn, we all do stuff. It's just some things are for just the person that drew it. If there's a lock padlock symbol in the upper left corner, you must use a lock busting or destructive tool. We do not have either one of those.
Ah,
You're
Man,
You got a
the lock
knife.
busting makes me feel good.
We do have a knife and we do have a bullet, and we've established that we can make fire.
right,
So
yeah.
we can
Yep.
bust through locks.
Knife bullet.
Can you jam the
Unblade.
bullet into the lock and then
Yeah.
like hit it real hard with a knife? Is that what
Yeah.
With the
Or the
end
edge of a
knife,
flashlight.
Hit the
Yeah.
bullet.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Now, we have lanterns. We could make flaming knife and strike bullet with flaming knife.
Fire knife.
Yes.
We can do that.
So basically, if it's locked and you don't have anything to unlock it, you just have to move on and you have to spend light and food and water and stuff again. And that can get expensive. There's the supplies in the rooms, events. The rooms usually have special events, and there's a prompt. If you've ever played For the Queen, it's kind of a For the Queen style prompt at the bottom of each card, and it's pretty much for the person who drew it, though other players may react in character. And some cards have extra prompts that depend on the person's condition,
Ooh.
like your state.
Is strength.
Yeah,
health.
strength, and all that. Yeah.
Nice.
And here we go. It's the second to last instruction card, I promise. Okay. All right. Alex, you want to read about junctions?
I don't.
Okay. Daniel, do you want
What
to
about
read
can do
about
it.
junctions?
Junctions.
What's your function?
Some room cards are junctions, which have special prompts and questions for you. If you draw a junction card as your regular room card, refund the light and food/water you spent, and follow the instructions on the card. When you are done, it is the next player's turn. If you draw the junction while stumbling in the dark, treat it as a full eye and resolve the junction card. If you draw the junction card as an eye or any other reason, set it aside and draw another card. It will be the next player's room card. Okay. Do not spend light or food/water to resolve the junction. Junctions are always unlocked. Look through the room deck now for one of the 3 junction cards. Shuffle
I did all this.
the room deck and place the junction card at the bottom of the room deck. To clarify, the other junction cards should be shuffled into the room deck. If the very first room drawn as a junction, return it to the room deck. Shuffle the room deck and draw again.
Sure. We don't want 2 junctions together. I understand.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Don't want a junction conjunction.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right? Anyway, here we go. All right. Final one. Jinsey, you get to read our final instruction card.
I feel like this is targeted to me
Yeah.
specifically.
Oh.
And I noticed that.
It actually wasn't. It was just supposed to make you feel dreaded. But how could I possibly, Jinsey, how could I possibly plan
Jinsey,
this?
you read this card. This is not a game. You cannot win. You can only survive.
This is real
Sounds
life.
like surviving is winning, then. I'm just going to be honest. If you
Yeah.
die, your story is over. There is no revival, no new person in the group stumbles upon in the infinite house. If everyone but one person is dead or lost in darkness, the story is over for everyone. Everyone but one, so we don't even all have to, total party kill.
I did kind of forget that.
Wow.
The last survivor can
The
decide
most
if they
punishing
are
game.
hopeful or not.
Mm.
If you resolve 3 junctions, the story is over. Each survivor may decide if they are hopeful or not. If you are curious, you may continue to 1 more junction.
Guess what? That's not true. There's just 3 junctions, and
I was about to say, is there like a mystery junction?
1 more junction.
Sorry.
Just hiding?
That one's not real. There are
Oh.
3 junctions. You will see all of them, or you may not.
Or will we?
survive. Yeah.
Or you won't, and you'll
Okay.
die.
Or you won't.
We will die. You may use these cards as reference. Put them back in the order they were in for the next journey, or at least as close as you can. Discard this card. Have the next person draw their first room card.
All right.
Bum, bum, bum.
And that will be John. So John, I actually have already figured out what our first one is.
Oh boy.
Gasp.
And fortunately it is unlocked.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, I know.
Well,
Can you imagine?
You're
start
up
the
if
game,
it
it's
is
like,
locked.
oh, it's locked. Okay,
Oh.
game over.
Right.
just go locked,
Well,
locked, everyone
but-
dead.
Before we can
Okay.
actually put this out, we have to spend our light and our food and water. And
of
it's
course.
1. So it's always 1 light resource, a battery or a fuel for the whole group. It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
So
I thought you were going to say before we start. Time for an ad read. I thought you were
Time
going
for
for
an
an ad read.
Time for an ad.
Welcome to One Shot Network.
I did have something I meant to say, and I did have to say. So the music you're listening to by the way, is by Miyu, Myuu. We've used Miyu on the podcast before.
Mhm.
He does a lot of really cool, like spooky creepypasta music. So I love it. I think you can see his stuff at thedarkpiano.com.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one ad. Thank you for reminding me of my my credit.
One
at least.
obligation, yeah.
I got you. It's like we're podcasters.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, and.
So, who is going to volunteer now the resource? Now, the person that is holding the flashlight, we only have to have 1 flashlight and or 1 lamp. So we can start dropping these things after a while. And
I'll give up a battery. I'm
okay,
good.
cool.
I'll hold a flashlight.
I'm standing behind everyone with my knife.
We've got our lanterns, me and Jensen.
Okay.
So,
fine.
John, you said you're going to spend it. So So just get rid of that. Like, delete it out of your inventory. I'll hand you a new one if you need it at some point, and I'm going to do that. Okay, and we also have to spend 3 food and or water. If we don't have enough of something, you can go down a level in strength for food and thirst for water, obviously.
So it looks like we have water is the
glass, I'm guessing.
Yes.
glass. What is the jug? The mason
So
jar?
canned food is wild. It's a little wild. I'll go and read mine. I have some canned food.
So there's canned food and what does like Alex? You have
I have
Alex-
canned food.
is that canned food as well?
Yeah.
Okay. There's
I know
two-
that's
there's two
confusing.
icons. There's 2
I know
icons.
I know that's confusing because I just realized that it's confusing because the food icon is a can of food. But it is actually different. This is like jarred food. And also,
Okay.
so,
Okay, preserves.
yeah,
Preserves,
preserves.
yeah.
So you can
Preserves.
you can consume the
Smucker's
preserve at
strawberry
any time.
preserves.
When you do, you'll draw an eye, and an open eye gives you +1 strength and +1 water. Half eye safely ejects the food from your body, but you get no benefits. And closed eye is food poisoning.
It's
You'll
like
lose 1
you,
health.
you get an eye
does
and
that
immediately
mean?
just start vomiting.
Safely ejects
you see-
it.
you
I
see
think it
something
comes out the other side.
I found this half eye and just a
I don't know
piece of shot out my
safe.
nose.
What side is safe in this case?
No, just a little panel opens up and it just falls out.
I'll be honest,
Eject.
I don't remember this mode on Blueprints. I'll be honest, but
I feel like this is where the horror comes that we
definitely did
realize
this.
that there's like an electronic port has been installed on our bodies.
yes.
This
Yeah.
is safely
Little
ejected.
existence.
And then it becomes like
Cubes.
a body horror sort of thing.
Ugh.
Is it super obvious that this is because of blueprints?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
I have yet to play this
oh,
game.
you got to play it, Fiona. It's great. But look it up later. We can't.
I
talk
have
about
I have
blueprints
been
right now.
told that it's a must.
I think
play.
you'd enjoy it, Daniel.
It's
really
great.
good. Yeah.
It was a bit of a miss for me, I'll be honest.
Really?
Oh, John.
We can't
guess
talk
what?
about blueprints right now.
You're in the House
Okay.
of Cards, mate.
I must.
I'm in the
pitch
House
a
of
game
Leaves.
right now. There is a game that's on Steam right now. It's a demo. It's called Escape from Duckov. It is
Mm.
incredible. I have played 15 hours of a demo.
Whoa.
No.
Pretty good. Pretty good demo.
Just gotta throw that out there. Sorry.
I'm happy to give up my food. but we need 2 other people to give up either food or water to proceed.
I
There's
have
6
neither.
I'm happy to crack open this canned food and give it a whirl.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and put the nursery. Well, no, I'm going to go ahead and put the nursery card out there. I think that's cheating a little bit.
We need every advantage.
But so okay, I'm good. And then so basically, what we're going to draw an eye and for this, and the rune card that comes up. So this is the eye up here in the top right. See, it's but that's not the one we're using right now. We're going to draw another card.
Yeah.
And like whatever card comes up here, it just gets removed from the game. We'll never come across that room.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. Boop, 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 boop. I got this fun little randomizer thing, and it is a half eye, Alex. So
All right.
nothing. Yeah, nothing bad happens to you. You vomit up the food. It wasn't good, but it's useless. So just discard that from your inventory.
Goodbye.
I'm okay to give up my water too, unless y'all think we should save it since it's the only water. But it looks like we'll get another water, so I'm
I think
okay
we'll
with
get something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reading this: make a door. Someone may use a destructive tool to break the huge
Window. Yeah, I'm just reading the card. Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of low res, isn't it? Sorry.
That's actually like a really good one if we can just like choose.
We'll never see it again, though.
Unfortunately, you do not have any. We do not have any destructive tools. So
Whoa!
That bullet
knife. What about the knife?
Sorry. No.
Yeah, what counts
Destroy
as a
stuff with knives?
yeah?
If you
What
have-
counts as a destructive tool?
If it says it on the card that it's destructive.
You're a destructive tool.
Oh, got him.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah,
Yeah,
can
he's got it
Jimmy?
against the
Can
wall,
Jimmy
yeah.
the character? Can Jimmy the character be used to do
Okay.
this?
So I just realized
Can Wallace pick up Jimmy and smash Jimmy against the window?
I have a
So.
Just
food.
roll defenestration.
I was going to say
Nice.
I'm happy
Nice.
to use my food. Ben, if you want
Well, it's. Are you going to draw a card and see how it goes?
to. Sure.
Yeah, because you've got canned food,
Good luck.
like Alex did.
Good
Oh,
luck.
that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
You'll take a chance. Okay.
Yeah. Go for it.
Take a chance.
Okay, chance.
Take a chance. Take a chance.
Oh
take a
wow! Hey, it was a full eye. So you eat it. It's no problem. What was
Hell
it?
yeah!
What's a canned food that you wouldn't mind eating?
I can. It is spam.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. All right.
Hell yeah! You have great taste.
Nice.
I love spam.
Any
Exactly.
particular flavor?
Original.
Pumpkin spice.
Ugh.
Is there a pumpkin spice?
There is.
That would
That-
surprise me if there
Oh.
was. Yeah.
Uncool in
I hate
so
that.
many ways.
I hate everything about that. I
Not
need to look
good.
It's just-
That's-
it's got
that's-
the vapors.
that make I hate everything about that.
All right, John. So this is your card, John. We got in Wallace.
All right.
So just
Get into a nursery. A nursery with a baby's crib and a rocking chair. A large window on one wall would fill the room with natural light, but all you can see through it is the thin wall of another room. We get +1 water and food.
so anyone can take that and put it in their inventories if they want. I'll go and take the food.
I'm full up, so I can't.
Yep.
Interesting that we've done 2 nurseries in a row.
Let's see.
I'll take the water.
Yeah,
Did we
go
do
for it.
what? Did we do 2 nurseries? What?
It wasn't the last one a nursery as well? Or
This
am
is
I-
the
No,
first-
that's the room we are currently in.
This is
Oh,
We haven't. We've moved 2 feet.
yeah,
Blueprint
we are gonna have
it's
to pick
getting
up
to
the
me.
pace
It's
of-
getting to me. It's speaking to me.
Fiona, did you get
Already.
your water from getting a full moon on your canned food?
Yeah. Well, yes, I think I got something. I've not put it on yet. I can do. So I'll do that.
No. We just spent it.
Oh, but do I not
What?
get anything because I got?
Oh,
full
you
moon?
also yeah. Well,
Yes.
the problem. So wait. So what we should do is like I don't use I don't use the food I spent then because
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
plus
say-
one. What? Yeah, the 2 water. So I'll put that back. Okay. So someone else can actually have this other can of food.
Who's got
Well, I
space
want the
for it?
water.
Do you want the water?
No
Okay.
space.
I mean, I guess
I was
I'll
the
take
first
it
one
if
in the
no one
room.
else
Yeah, you
wants it.
take it. You take it, Jinsey.
I'm gonna leave myself open.
That sounds good.
Nice.
To a destructive tool.
Here's hoping for a gun.
Fingers crossed.
Is a gun a possibility?
I heard
here?
somebody's got a bullet.
We've got a bullet
right.
somewhere. So
So I think we can't do this make a door. We do not have
No.
a destructive tool.
Aw.
So that's your prompt, John. That's for you. The stuff underneath the illustration, that's all for you.
Mhm. Then when Wallace gets into the room, and I'm going to say the water he finds is like a bottle full of like formula that's in the nursery, and takes that and
Gross.
looks at it, kind of shakes it, sniffs, good enough, puts it away, and then looks and like picks up the stuffed toy and just goes, I don't know that I'm going to see my kid again.
Mm.
We got to get out of here. And he just tries to throw the bear through the window to make a door, and obviously it does not work.
It
bounces
squeaks.
off.
It squeaks.
That's so sad.
Well, that could be enough. That's enough. We got 35 cards to go through, so we got technically more like 32 now. But
Just trapped in this room with a small child's toy. It's like, I love you, Wallace. What?
so let me go ahead and see if we.
That makes one of us.
Wallace the bullet.
So our next card. So it's not even spin anything now, because our next card is the first junction, actually.
Oh, how convenient.
So this will be, Fiona. This will be your card once I find it and give it to you.
I'm excited. Oh,
I'm
I'm hoping for a swimming pool. Come on.
Well,
Well,
that is in the game, but it's not a
junction things.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
So, junction. This is a dining table. You know this room. Tell the group how you arrived at the house. It may contradict another person's story. You already answered this prompt. Nominate someone else. Discuss why you think you are here and why you think this is happening. You already answered this prompt. Nominate someone else. And if this is a final card, decide if you look to the future with hope. Oh, very cool. Okay. I think as we sort of back away from the nursery, and we sort of enter this nebulous space, then we see the dining table laid out. We see it looks like it's set up for like a Sunday roast, with all the different knives and forks, glasses of would be for like red wine, and on the walls there's like various frames, like gilded frames, of various landscapes, like oil paintings. And I think you see Alice sort of shrink a little bit seeing this, looking around, and she sort of said, I was supposed to get, I was bringing dessert. I was going to bring dessert. Oh, shit. I was going to bring dessert because it was a special day, and I mucked up. I should get back. I need to get back. I came, I went to the kitchen, and I saw there was a door, and I didn't know how else. I thought maybe they'd done some remodeling. And I went through the door to see if anyone else was here, and then I was here. Should have brought more than a fruit salad.
So why do you think that happened? So what, you think you're imagining it, or what?
I don't know. I think I'm just stressed. Just stressed, overworked. I forgot I was running late, and my dad was retiring. We were going to have his favorite meal, and I couldn't think of anything to bring. I forgot his present. I forgot I was late, and I just made yet another mistake, and now I'm here. It's my fault. I'm a bad daughter.
With a bad fruit salad.
Yep. It was all tinned as well.
So this is, you recognize this room?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the family dining. It was all ready.
Well, we've been wandering around here for a while, and I don't think any of the rest of us have seen a room that we recognize. Why are you the only one that's got a room that you know what it is?
Maybe you're all a hallucination of my own device. I don't know. I don't have any answers.
Wallace starts doing the thing where takes the bullet and it goes across the
coin.
knuckles. Like, I certainly wish I was a hallucination right now. And then flips it.
That's what a
puts it back in his
hallucination would
pocket.
say.
That
Yes.
is what a hallucination
Yeah,
would
that's
say.
pretty hallucination. Worthy.
We just start pointing fingers. You're the hallucination.
Definitely not
Spider-Man-esque.
me, by the way. Not a hallucination. Totally real.
All right.
Totally
well,
real human being.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
I guess there's no point in arguing about it.
Okay. Sure.
All right, Denise.
That's
That
your
me?
real name.
Is that me? Is that me?
Yes, you're
All right.
Dennis.
Well, first of all, we have got to spend. I'll go ahead and spend a fuel for our to light the lantern. Light my lantern.
Fabulous.
Okay.
I'll even do it.
Wow.
I'll spend the formula before it goes bad.
So that's one.
Oh no. I mean, I've got food, so oh no, I haven't got food. You've got
No.
food. Yeah.
Oh, I've got food, but I've already spent something.
We're very low on food now. We only have
We
two
are
food.
very low on food.
We're not low
Do
on
only two of
flashlights.
us have food?
That's right.
I think so. Yeah. So one of
Didn't
us.
someone get water earlier?
Yeah, and I
just used
spent
one of them.
That
Yeah, I
was spent. That was spent.
So we got two
You
more.
got
We
the
could-
water and immediately drank it.
So we could spend this to food, or someone could spend like a thirst or a strength. You
I
know?
mean, I guess I'll spend my food.
Okay.
Yeah. Dennis,
Right.
are you gonna spend your food?
I'm gonna spend my food. I don't want to. I don't
Good.
want us to get. I don't want us to.
We're
drop it.
just like zipping through all of our resources.
Bullying him, like.
Yeah.
Well,
Come on, man. I know you got a Snickers.
here's
Well,
the
share your spam.
here's the problem, though. We came
Talked about
across.
rationing and then immediately forgot.
Here's the problem. We came across a half bath, and the half
Oh.
bath is locked.
Oh God.
Should we see this card on our thing?
I guess I could go and show you, but we can't go in there.
Oh,
So-
okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And then
We found a lock.
I don't need. Yeah.
We'll
I'll
never
say-
know what could be.
Yeah, so
We don't know what's in it.
it's locked.
Oh,
Unfortunately, we've also gotten rid of this eye, which is a good eye.
oh God.
So now we know what. It's so
we just-
horrific. We
We're
don't
just,
we
we're just looking at this keyhole going like, it's a half bath,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think we can get some more water.
I really need to go too.
Oh
So,
no.
so we have to now. Let's go and draw again. But now we have to do all that again. We have to spend all those
Oh,
resources again, like we're
yeah.
going to another room.
Oh,
So we
we have
got to
to-
use a light and 3 food or water, and at this point, we're gonna have to start spending some states.
Yeah, for sure.
I can
So-
spend a battery
Okay.
Yeah,
for a flashlight.
Go for it.
Yep. Yep.
I'm happy to go down. Does it matter which trait?
wait, but
So
can
here's the thing: if you lose strength, you lose access to one of your inventory slots, which you have an empty one right now anyway.
Yeah.
But if you-
can we spend? Can I spend like my battery, or do we?
We've
well,
spent,
we already did that. We already did
Okay, so we can't
Alex's
yeah, it's food we're worried about now.
food and water.
Food
Yeah.
and water.
But if I spend thirst or health, that's okay. That doesn't
You
reduce.
can't spend health. You don't
Can't.
want to spend health.
I'm just
So the
like-
thing is, there's a penalty for going from strong to
Yeah.
weary. But you
Mm.
can't use one of your things. There is no penalty for going from hydrated to thirsty. But if you are out of water and you have to spend water again, you
Yeah.
lose health.
great. Okay.
You can't,
I'm
double dehydrate.
yeah. So I'm happy to take one off my hydrate.
Okay.
Then.
Boop.
So we need 2 other people to do the same or
I'll
take
go
a
down.
strength. Yeah.
I'll go down. I haven't spent anything yet, so I
That's-
need to
that's
play
not
my
bad.
We
part.
just watch Wallace drinking the last of his formula milk, and we're like,
Yeah.
gross.
Daniel, did you say you were gonna?
Yes,
do
I will.
water?
I will become thirsty.
Anyone else? I guess you know what? I'm actually going to use a strength. I'm gonna go down to
Ooh.
weary, because I don't have any shit anyway. So
That's true. You spent your fuel.
all right. Well, fortunately, our next card is unlocked.
Oh,
And
well.
Yeah.
It's got a couple tools in it.
Hooray!
Nice.
Oh.
We are in the garage.
Oh, nice.
Modern.
Ooh.
This
Oh,
is Fiona. This is your card.
okay. Is it
You do the
feel like
junction and
I've-
the next one?
Yeah, I was gonna say I've already done one.
Oh, you did the junction. So it's me.
Yeah.
All right. There are garage, modern. There are no vehicles parked here. The garage door is easily rolled up, but beyond it is just the wall of another room. A hot water heater stands in one corner. There is also a workbench on one wall. Just don't forget to do this before we leave. But anytime there's light resources somewhere, it's as much as you can carry.
Ooh.
Batteries and fuel. I'm going to go and draw this eye, though, to see what we get.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, you got a full one.
I drew a bad one.
Oh yeah.
So there's just a hammer, but the hammer can be used to open locked doors at least. So
That's a
Okay.
destructive item.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not destructive. It's lock busting. The only destructive tool in the game is a sledgehammer, and it's pretty rare.
It's right there with the full moon.
But I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes. But I'm going to go ahead and get myself a hammer, and the hammer can be used as a weapon or as to like open locked things.
Anybody else want a battery?
But it's also
Yeah, I'm taking a battery.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my thing.
I feel like I need to spend my shit.
Oops.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jency, you can't take another lantern.
You can't do that.
An
Chelsea.
accident.
Just like what?
I'm the lantern person.
You got two lanterns. now.
Actually,
Well,
you
connect
can,
them
as far as
together.
I
Yeah.
No, but that's not what's on the
I guess
card.
there's not one
Yeah,
in
that
here.
was an
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah, no. I just liked it. It's like
Yeah, I am the lantern bearer.
Oh, whoops.
Okay, so we don't have a destructive tool or a gun, so we cannot get this hot water heater open to get.
But we
free
have a
water.
hammer
We have a
now.
hammer.
No, it's not.
See,
No,
Apparently it's
we're
not
all
destructive
weaklings.
enough.
Yeah, we're all weaklings.
I
It's
feel
not
like
gonna
the game needs to be able to differentiate logically between destructive items.
work. Well,
I agree.
maybe if we go to sleep and we restart the day, then we
Well,
can start.
yes,
looking at
yes.
another
look, I'll go ahead. I'll go and show you the card. So that'll. This is what the hammer card looks like. So as you can see, there is no destructive
No
tag.
danger. Oh, I see.
Okay.
Oh, but it can open the locked.
I don't need to
Still-
hear how that doesn't make sense.
Where are the lockpicks?
But Ben, we're play testing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also doesn't cost a full battery to go to one room.
That's true. Yeah.
That is true.
If the hammer costed batteries to use, that I would have questions.
That would be amazing.
Like, why doesn't it electrify things? It's a rocket hammer. It's like mini Reinhardt from Overwatch.
Alex, were you gonna get another battery or not?
I guess I can get another battery.
I think we should fill up on batteries.
All
I think
right.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I got a secondary battery.
I actually just realized I have to drop. I'm going to drop my lantern
Why are
Why?
you dropping lantern?
because
Oh, because your
Yeah.
weariness.
That's
so
true.
I'm
Yeah.
replacing the. We don't need three
Right.
lanterns. The
That's
sexy
too many
cowboy.
lanterns.
I
Dennis
think
the
you're
sexy
fine.
cowboy.
You're not.
I
in
don't
the
know about
lantern
that,
gang
'cause
anymore.
we
Well,
could-
you're not the lantern king.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you. So remember a time you made something with your hands. I don't look at the hurt prompt though because I'm not hurt. So
Okay.
I decided I have kids and I was gonna make them a tree house in the backyard. But it's one of those things where I was really sure just as a man I could do this. And once I got out there, I realized I don't really know how to use any of this shit. So I ended up just making this like platform between three trees and it had like a chair on it. And I was like, there it is. That's your
It's a
clubhouse,
loft.
kids.
It's a loft.
A loft.
An
Sounds
open
pretty
air
dangerous.
loft. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was just like a foot off the ground. So it was
I was
fine.
just saying, how
Loft,
is there no
lofted.
ladder? Is it just a
No,
broken-
no.
That's just like
So
a
you,
porch.
so you made a deck. Yeah.
I mean, it's called a
Yeah,
clubhouse.
Dak.
It's called a clubhouse. They loved it. He gets real
Yeah,
defensive.
the old tetanus special.
All right. Well, that's the garage, everyone. Say goodbye to garage.
Bye, garage.
Bye, garage.
Garage.
Miss you. I'll spend a battery.
It's locked, but we have a lock busting tool.
The hammer, which
Quick.
yeah.
Hammer.
However,
hammer
we-
on
we-
bullet.
We need to go ahead and spend our light.
I
Can
spent a
I-
battery.
Can I spend the fuel so that I can have this slot? Since I'm down a slot, can I spend my fuel?
Sure.
Sure.
We
I
can
don't know, like
spend either
Alice's
fuel
lantern?
or battery? No.
But you have
Yes.
you have to make a plea to either myself or Jency to use our lantern because you did drop your lantern, so you're not part of the
Yeah.
lantern gang anymore. So
Yeah, so
Turn
yeah,
on
if
the
you
lantern club.
I think I would frame it like I was doing you a favor, though. I'd
can
be
you
like, "Here,
spend
I'd
can
be
you
like-
spend
I'd be
the
like,
fuel if
hey.
you don't have the item that uses the fuel?
Yes.
Jordan.
You just hand the fuel to someone else.
I sense that
What
Jordan,
if people don't want to? Just ask.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
man.
stood in the
is-
corridor.
you don't have to. Hey, Daniel, that's what the knives are for.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if we start running out of things,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not running out of things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I see that Jordan is really hoarding the fuel over there, and I'll be like, Jordan, here, use one of my fuel. You don't get rid of your precious fuel.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. All right. Now we got to spend 3 food or water.
All right, take my water down, Papa.
Here, we can just copy and paste this.
All right.
That's
I'll
one.
get thirsty.
Oh,
Okay,
awesome.
Wallace and Jency.
Getting thirsty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going
I'm
downhill
thirsty
real
boy.
fast.
All
I have a
so
feeling this game's gonna
thirsty.
go. Yeah.
It's just
Mm.
Dennis who's weary.
It's
He's
a thirst
breaking
trap.
up.
You ever walk from one room to another and get parched?
I
We're
always
all
walk into
really
another room and
out
go,
of
God, what did I come in here for? It turns out it was water.
Ah,
That's what
yeah.
it is.
Walk-in closet. Burp.
I
Walk-in
feel like this is
closet.
just simulating my day if I don't take my medication.
There's a gun.
There is a gun, and well, first of all, I
An
gotta draw.
ambulance?
I gotta draw. So the hammer is breakable. So whenever I use it, I have to draw an eye. So I used it to get into this room. So we'll see what happens. And it did definitely just shatter in my hand.
So, okay, so we no gun.
Dang it!
No gun.
Wow. Can we set the lock on fire?
Well, no, it broke the lock. It just also broke the hammer.
Yeah, but
Oh,
we
okay,
can't.
so-
but that
so it
doesn't
did
mean
break-
we can't get this gun then. Yeah,
Yeah, that means
a
the
locked
hammer
box.
breaks and the lock doesn't. Lock breaks hammer is what is
Yeah.
the rule, right?
they both did though. They both did. Yeah, no. I'm making a rock paper scissors that has
Yeah,
like ties in it. That's
Okay, wait.
pretty
So the lock
crazy.
is open then. So that means we
Yeah, yeah.
can get the gun. Okay, cool.
No.
No.
Sorry.
The
We got
room was-
into the walk-in closet with this.
And then-
Oh,
Yes, and unfortunately, then it broke.
gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah,
So then we can't use the hammer on the lock box
No.
Right,
We
because
broke-
Dennis
because
broke
we
it.
broke it
Because,
getting in.
because the hammer turned to powder and
I
Ben's
didn't-
hands.
Alex, I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear it.
It's
Anyway,
Alex's room, right? So
This is Alex. This is your card.
I guess somebody's gonna hear it. All right. The walk-in closet, modern. This closet is practically big enough to live in. The recessed lighting would probably make you look attractive if there were any electricity. You gain a flashlight and infinite amount of batteries. And there's a lockbox with a gun and infinite bullets in it. But we can't get into the lockbox.
where did all these bullets come from?
You're a
Dead
hitman.
Ready.
You're a hitman, and
Ah.
This is John Wick's closet.
Ah.
Dead ends. When you're ready to draw the next room card, you have to backtrack to find another path. Draw an eye. Open costs no additional resources. Half costs 1 extra light resource and 1 extra water or food. Closed costs 2 extra light and 2 extra resource foods.
God, brutal.
A change
Wow.
of clothes. Any player that is weary but not exhausted may change into new clothes for +1 rest.
All right. I get it back. Look at me.
Nice.
Dennis gets changed into some PJs.
Yeah.
It's well
I am
rested.
realizing
Getting
I have
comfortable,
a
Dennis?
Slight advantage while playing this.
Nice.
Maybe I should have played. I realize that now.
No, I think it's fine.
All right. Now I get to think about my favorite outfit. If I was hungry, I get to see how my clothes hang off of me. But I'm not hungry yet. Not yet. My favorite. What's Jeffrey's favorite outfit? It's definitely. It's definitely a silk black buttoned up shirt, skinny jeans.
Oh.
And a long coat.
What are you wearing now?
Right
That?
now? No.
No.
Running shorts.
Oh.
And
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Just
Oh.
running shorts.
Are you
Wow.
like kind of a pretty boy?
No.
Not kind of a
Your
pretty
favorite
boy.
outfit
A
is
whole
like
pretty
I'm
boy.
a
beautiful
I'm
boy.
the
skinny
pretty
jeans.
boy.
I don't know what. to
I'm
make
the
of this.
prettiest boy.
The
Look, we're
prettiest
all
boy.
thirsty, okay? And so
Yeah, clearly.
Literally.
Come on, Jeffrey, put
Very
on a
thirsty.
shirt.
Yeah.
Sorry, kids.
I
You
like
have to
that
deal
Dennis
with it.
is the only one that has not fallen into the literal thirst trap. Yeah, all right. So we gotta let's go and
backtrack,
draw
right?
that eye to see if it costs us more.
Oh, please, come on, no additional costs. Come on, let's keep it open.
Oh my god, we got it.
Oh, phew.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Yay.
thank God.
Yeah, no additional cost. That does I'm gonna go and let you peek behind the curtain though. That's also whenever I put the big like the open eyes on the bad cards too. So
Oh. Oh.
Nice. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
so
Um,
no. It's the other way
Yes?
around. I don't remember.
Wait, what did you draw?
listen to me.
Fry?
I am scared.
Wait, this is your game. This is your game.
We opened the door. We went absolutely not and shut it straight away.
Yeah.
At some point, you had something that balanced
we have
the
to double
game.
back.
I don't remember what it was now. So all right. So,
Nothing. It is in
so-
balance.
but we do still have to pay the regular cost for this. So
I will. I'm happy to use up one of my fuel for a lantern.
Okay.
I'm also
We've
happy
got
to use one of mine too.
so many batteries.
I could use a battery. Let me use my battery. Let me
actually use
let
a
me
battery,
contribute.
yeah.
Let me contribute. I
All right, you contribute then.
want to be part of this team. Here I am. I'm just following along, getting.
You just got a
thirsty.
knife, and you're like, I'm
Yeah.
important here too.
I'm helping.
I'm here.
now we need people to Daniel,
Dennis?
you could well no, you'd have to drop something.
Not my knife.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Actually,
Never the
Daniel,
knife.
I think it might actually make more sense if you let someone else spend one of their like light supplies and then become
so they
hungry.
can fill their inventory. Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say, Ben,
I'll spin
do
the
you
light.
do you drop your hammer?
Yeah, didn't you
Oh,
destroy
Alex-
your
Alex
hammer
has 2 batteries, so
Yeah, let me drop this battery.
All right.
Get this battery out of here.
Did you do it? Okay.
Yeah.
Tell you what, since I am down again, once again, I'm down 1, I will go down
Yeah.
to weary.
Weary.
Oops. I don't need to type it. I have
Hmm.
a little graphic.
I have.
oh,
Okay, so we still need 2 conditions, two food things to
I'll
sort out.
go to Weary.
Okay.
What are you
You're gonna have to drop
dropping,
one of
John?
your
Yeah, you have to drop something, John.
I'll drop
Oh.
that battery.
You're not
The
going to
bullet.
drop the bullet?
No.
You
No.
We
No.
might need that bullet.
He's
We're
gotta
gonna go
hold
back
on
to
to
that
it.
lockbox. That lockbox.
is there a chance that we could find another gun?
There is.
I
I'm
will
sure
tell
there's
you
other
that, yeah.
guns.
It's
gotta be
rare,
other guns
but
in the
it's
house,
not
All
that-
right,
that
come
was
on.
not-
It's,
that
Like
was
we're
not
gonna
the
walk into
only
like
gun in
the
the
gun room. or something?
yeah, like 2
Yeah.
rooms around. It's
And-
the
but-
it's the arm.
But we don't have the right hammer to smash open the gun cabinet.
Now, speaking for the group, I think it would be only fair if Ben goes down to Thirsty and joins
Mhm.
the thirsty crowd.
Join the thirsty team.
Thirsty.
But I already gave up something for this round.
Yeah, so we don't.
Yeah.
But so did a lot of people.
Well, Alex, it would also make sense if you went down to Weary because you wouldn't lose anything. You wouldn't have to drop anything.
Sure. Take me down.
Okay.
Aw.
I'm just
Paradise
saying.
City.
Okay.
Remember, though, that Alex has 2 yellows now, so he is...
You have to take
He's given
care
the
of that
most.
pretty boy.
Yeah, but so does Wallace.
Oh, that's
There's
true.
John.
Look, all I'm saying is Lantern City is doing really well. Me and Jency, we're
Yeah, they
so good.
Yeah,
Hoisted upon our
City.
thirst and weariness.
But we have light.
Okay. Here we go then. It is. This is. You're gonna like this one though. You're gonna like
It's
this
the
one.
armory.
Better.
It's a good.
Armory.
There is no armory.
You better.
unfortunately. You don't need an armory. There's no monsters. It's just
Oh,
a
it's
swimming-
a
What? That doesn't mean you don't
a
need an
swimming
armory.
pool.
Nice.
This is Daniel's.
Yeah.
Okay. An indoor swimming pool from an opulent mansion. The water doesn't have too many chemicals in it, so it's safe to drink.
Oh. But
Wow.
water for everyone.
So
though,
first
right?
of all, I'm
Everybody
assuming
gets
everyone
water.
wants to go back up to hydrated.
Please?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yay.
It'd be really cool if
Yay.
you were like an empty swimming pool.
Oh boy, that'd be wild. I'm not quite that mean. So yeah, go ahead and do that prompt, Daniel,
Okay.
while I get everyone hydrated and we all pull water into our inventories. I
So,
assume.
so remind me. So be the first one in the pool.
Yeah.
Nobody's.
So like a prompt of a memory.
Yeah, what is the prompt per se then?
I think you get to interpret that how you wish.
To say exhausted, you drown if no one saves you. So
Yeah.
Now you're not exhausted, so you don't worry about that. I will.
Yeah.
I
So
know, but I
was it kind of one of those where like cannonball and I like awkwardly cannonball and then nobody does it?
yeah, because we're all
Is that-
busy
is that-
slurping the
Yeah, because
Yeah,
everyone's
we're
like,
just like-
"Oh,"
and then we're all like, "Ugh."
and I'm like backstroking in the
I-
pool while everybody's trying to drink.
Dennis does not get in the pool because I just changed clothes, and I don't want to get him
Oh.
wet.
I'm like,
And
Dennis, get in the pool. The water's so nice. And I'm splashing.
I think he's like too much of a prude to take off his clothes too to get in the pool. I think.
Nerd.
I like that Fiona sort of sounded like, oh, that was rude.
I had flashbacks to when other people called me nerd. And I was like,
Sorry,
the swimming
sorry,
pool
I'm moving
again.
out right now.
Oh, no.
I'm right there with
This
you.
is a horror game. Oh my god.
Oh, actually, I just
Yeah.
realized John, I was giving you a water, John.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys don't get water.
I gave myself my water.
You
Yeah.
can't have it though.
So can I drop this battery to
Yes.
get a water?
You can drop anything at any time,
I think
unless it
Oh,
specifically
wait.
says you can't.
oh, hang on.
Maybe I'm.
I'm gonna keep my fuel, Jency. So if you want
Okay,
to
then-
drop one to get some
Alex,
water,
Okay, I'll drop
I-
one.
I would recommend
So
you
sh-
drop the flashlight instead of the battery.
Sure.
Because the-
I'll drop the
Because the
flashlight.
battery has
Get
more
outta here.
use, right?
Yeah.
So I have Better Aziz. Somebody give me a water.
I'll do it for you.
Thank
Wow,
you.
so we only have one flashlight left.
yeah. Well, it makes sense, right? Because we're
Yeah.
just
All
You
you
only
need.
need one flashlight.
I took the flashlight in the pool. I'm swimming around with it.
We're
You're like-
splashing with our flashlights.
you're just like
Flashed around. I got my flashlight on my
underneath.
knife. Like, light show. And I'm reflecting the light off of my
You
knife.
got a tactical knife.
And a tactical
Flashlight.
flashlight.
My character is
He's-
just gone
Yeah, he's fucking
absolutely crazy.
Metal Gear Solid over here.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty tasty.
Cool rave.
All right. I think we did good there. Cannonball was a good creative choice. You have like a fun character, and I have like a cowboy that could be sexy if he just
I
tried
mean,
a
I'm
little
You
bit.
just
like,
changed your
I'm-
pajamas.
I'm alone in this random house with a flashlight, a knife, and a battery.
Yeah, you're so alone.
Could
Now-
make
So
your own,
alone, just you.
could make your own fun, right?
Everybody's talking about it like, no, I'm a hallucination. No, I'm a hallucination. And I'm just like, what's real? And I'm just looking around, and I'm not saying a word. And I'm just like, okay,
Cannonballs are real.
let me see if everyone's real. Cannonball. Nobody follows me.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't follow a cannonball? Now I'm starting to question.
It's just like that idea.
Now
of go,
listen,
wait.
that's a good point.
Did no one
Am
else
I a
get in the pool?
hallucination?
Yeah,
Oh no,
because people.
Wallace definitely got in the
Okay,
pool.
okay.
Okay,
Oh,
Wallace
okay.
is real. Wallace is real. I'm
That's,
not-
I like
that's
Wallace
why
is
I
real.
don't have the flashlight anymore.
So
I gotta
And so
protect my
water is now I
lantern.
emptied the flashlight, and now the flashlight where batteries would be is filled with water.
It's a
And I
water
screw
bottle
it back
now.
on.
The,
Water
the hydroelectric flashlight. That's what that means,
I
right?
like the idea that like Dennis is like going, Jimmy, what have you got? And Jimmy just goes, a knife. You're like, no,
No,
It's just like Anchorman. It's like, Rick, where'd you get the grenade? And I'm just holding it.
now, should one of the lantern gang get rid of one of their lanterns
I-
and grab some more water?
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a good point. Sorry,
Or
I
can you-
took the card away,
Wait,
but
we
we haven't
got-
actually moved away yet. Yeah. Yeah, does anyone want to replace something they've got with more water
Should
while
get
we've
rid of
got
the fuel for a water.
Definitely drop one of the fuel for water.
You got
Maybe
two.
drop that in the lantern. That's enough water for 2 rooms.
Surely
I
they're
already
bullying
dropped
me.
a fuel for water. This happened.
I guess we're playing meta. Don't worry, I'll drop the fuel.
Like meta.
Oh,
This is survival.
Look,
there
I'm
you
trying to
go.
like-
survive here.
Okay, me and
Lantern-
I'm really deep in
Lantern
the
gang.
water meta.
you, Lantern Gang.
Lantern gang.
All right.
I
So
think
yeah,
we're good.
if you drop your lantern, Jency, we have enough water for 2 rooms. That's all I'm saying.
But
That's
I
all I'm
need
saying.
it.
We need it.
We need it.
Fiona's got a lantern.
No.
Yeah,
I don't-
I dropped my flashlight.
Alex, we need it.
Now, would it be bad
Hey.
if I dropped my flashlight for water?
That would be bad.
Then we could drop all that battery.
Don't do that.
Jimmy's like, I'm a hallucination.
Nothing is real. Nothing is
Listen.
real.
We need the bullet. We need the knife. We
Yeah,
only
hang on.
need the one
Wait,
lantern.
The bullet might be the thing to actually get
Drop
rid
your
of
bullet.
to double up on water.
Why do you still have the damn book?
We couldn't.
mean,
we're arguing about like let's get rid of the essentials, like a flashlight or a lantern. But
Okay.
this one dude's got a bullet.
Bullets.
Yeah.
Then if we find a gun in
And
here,
no gun.
will it also have bullets, or are we just gonna find a gun with no bullets?
I think I'm going to not answer that question.
But we could threaten somebody with the empty gun.
That's
we could.
true. Yes, with one of us.
Well, we've already heard from Ben that there are no monsters in this game, so
We
Yeah,
are the
there's
monsters.
a
We are the
monsters.
monsters.
We're the
I
monsters.
think all of the harmful
a
tools
monster.
say something to the effect of like, there's nothing dangerous here except for each other.
Well, Lantern Gang is gonna be fine, I think.
Yeah, I
We
think
have
so.
the
We're going to
lanterns.
take our lanterns.
I will tell you, the guns can also be used to like bust locks. You can shoot locks off.
The gun
but
is
you need
also
bullets.
a weapon.
But you need
Yes,
bullets.
you do
to
need
do
bullets.
we do need bullets.
that. So the hammer in the meta of the game, the hammer is actually better than the gun
Yeah. You brought a
because you
hammer
can
to a
immediately
gunfight.
use it. Because you can immediately use it.
Yeah, but
Whereas
it
the gun
also
requires bullets.
breaks after you touch anything with it.
Oh, it has a chance of breaking, but
It
if
actually
I
has
have a
very
gun, I
small chance of
also
breaking, and we
I
got
also
crazy
have to have
unlucky.
the bullet.
Yeah.
I think Lantern Gang is not moving. We're going to have 2 lanterns.
Okay.
That's
Alright.
fine.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So
Thanks for taking one for the team.
let's spend some.
I already did.
We'll find more water. There's going to be another pool.
I
or
guess let's
something.
spend some water, right, to get into this next room, and also maybe a fuel or a battery.
I can
Right.
spend a battery.
Okay.
I'll spend
I'll
a
drop
battery.
my water.
I'm gonna let the lantern game spin their water.
Fine, I
battery.
will spend
Fine.
water.
I will spend the water.
All right. That does it. All right.
Cool.
See how quickly that disappeared. All that water, and it's already almost gone. All right.
Oh, there's an
Ooh.
aquarium
Oh.
full of
Oh.
water.
Yeah, quick, get the fish.
Well, okay.
Food.
I need to clarify something. This is a prototype. I don't have full rights to use everything I've used in this game. Some of it is like Adobe stock shit that I don't really have it paid. If I ever release this in a form that was actually out in the world, I would get real artists to do it.
Of course.
I would make sure I had rights to use it. And I also was very careful not to use any AI stuff.
Good.
I did my best. The very simple line drawings is a thing that AI could do pretty convincingly. But imagine the fish are not there. There's no fish, okay? Is what I'm getting at.
Ah,
Aw.
There's
Just a
water.
fish
There's a
tank.
fish tank. There's no fish. There's no
Ah.
hey, computer, don't make noises. Rude.
You're breaking the illusion.
So anyway, this is, don't say it, Jinsey. This is Jinsey's room, though, so I guess Jinsey can say it all they want.
you mean Jordan?
Yes.
Oh, what am I supposed to not say?
It's the story of a girl.
What?
'Cause I
This
said-
is the story of a
basically
girl.
every time I do that, Jinsey says the story of a girl. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Right,
Jinsey,
okay,
this is
okay.
your room.
Okay. We're in the den. It's modern. This space was created to impress guests rather than to be comfortable. There's a fish tank built into one wall, though it is devoid of life like everything else. There is one battery. No, there is one water and infinite batteries.
So basically, I know this is a little confusing. I'm realizing looking at it now. We get one water no matter what. Somebody gets a
And then
water
the
right
chance
now.
of more.
and there's a chance of more.
Yes,
Okay.
that makes sense
Yeah.
All right.
because you
Okay.
resolve the left and then before the right.
Yeah.
Maybe I should say that. So I'm drawing the eye for you, Jinsey. To see.
Latex.
Thank you.
It is actually a junction. I'll have to put it aside to
Aside.
help me remember
That
that.
will be the next person's.
Yes,
room.
junction home office is our next room. Okay,
Ooh.
Okay.
Great.
Ooh.
so I got to do another one though.
Okay. Come on.
Big money, big money.
No
It is a
whammies,
half
ands.
eye.
So we
one
get
water.
another plus
One
one
water.
water.
We have
Two
two
waters.
waters and
Alright,
infinite
cool.
batteries.
I
think,
will take a water.
I was gonna say I should take a water because
Yes.
we spent it.
Since we spent our waters.
Water.
Of course.
Take your waters.
Lantern
Take your
gang.
water,
It's a gang.
Proud of you, Lantern Gang.
and then
I
we
like
could
it.
just
I like
fill
it.
up on. We could fill up on batteries if we want.
Yeah.
As a
I
game
can't.
designer, I'm really happy to see that my game has like meme potential. Like, that's
Got
very
jackets.
like enheartening.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. You can take a break. You can consume a food or water in this room. Will also grant +1 rest, and you must have the resource. You cannot reduce a state instead.
So you could, in theory, take the water, immediately spend it.
Right. You almost
Yeah,
already have
and
it.
go up from
Yeah.
Murray.
I see.
Boy, I would love.
Nope.
No, you should. Oh man, you're not gonna let me do it. I could get my strength back.
Theoretically, one of us could do it.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Yeah. One person could do it. Because we need the water for the next room.
Now, I guess if I can't make
You
you
could
give me
do
a water.
rock paper scissors off between the three of you.
I tell you what, you drink the water now, you gotta spend it next time we need it.
Agreed.
All right.
Go ahead, Denise. Sip, sip, sip.
Well, who's giving it? Who's giving it to me?
You have it.
You've got it.
You-
It says
No,
you
I don't want to
have to
use
use it.
mine. Okay.
It says you must have the resource.
Yeah, but I can use someone else's. It just means you can't like.
No, you
spin-
can't.
Listen, it's gonna get used to open
On
the
the
next door
card.
anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. I'm strong now. All right. So Jesse, do your prompt.
You lived with the character to your left or right.
We'll say
Does that
above.
mean either
we'll-
Daniel or John?
Yeah, we'll say above or below here. Yeah.
So either me
Well,
or John.
I've already heard from Wallace, right? Wallace, you have a kid, right?
Yes, Wallace is a kid.
So- I'm going to say I probably lived with Jimmy. We were roommates in college. We were roommates.
Yeah.
And they were roommates.
They were
And
roommates.
Jimmy always had a knife on him. It was super weird.
He's super weird
If you
guy.
said that about like a man and a woman, like what is that implying then?
Like actually, like he was actually kind of cool at first, but then
It was- then
finals
he got
came
that
around
knife.
and he just kind of broke a little bit. It's never
He
quite the
inherited
same.
a cabin in the woods, went there
Yeah.
for a summer, and came
Mhm.
back transformed.
Yeah.
Into a werewolf.
Yeah. Or like a Wendigo or something.
Yeah.
Maybe the knife is cursed.
Oh no.
So that should say strength levels, not rest levels, but you don't have different strength levels. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Phew.
All right. So it was I said home office, right? Was the next one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
on the
Wallace.
junction.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Junction. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh.
All right. So
Oh.
this is Wallace's, I believe. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rollish.
All right. Home office. You know this room. Tell the group how you arrived at the house. It may contradict another person's story. If you already answered, nominate someone else. Discuss why you think you're here and why you think this is happening. All right. When Wallace gets into the room, stops and pulls out the bullet again and starts looking at it and looks at the room and just runs over to the drawers and starts opening things and is absolutely frantic in this search, and then turns around and goes, this was the house I was robbing when I got in here.
Oh, okay.
This is
What does
It's
that
my-
mean?
it's my foreman's house. He'd stiffed us all on pay for the last month, and I couldn't make rent, and I figured he owed it to me, and he just starts pulling through drawers, and there's nothing in here, just like last time. And then I heard something, and I tried to get out of here, and next thing I know, I'm in the dark. I got nothing else. Hell, I already threw the gun I brought with me away. All I got left is this.
Should have kept the gun.
Yeah, but this one has his name on it. And he puts the
Ooh.
bullet away again.
Oh my god.
Well,
Very good.
I
and he
get it, man.
turns to Alice and goes, I think we're here because we're punished. This is what we deserve.
A robber and a bad fruit dish bringer.
Yeah.
Same
I
boat.
Yes. Same, but different.
Yeah.
Mhm. I think that was excellent. All right. Next room. Let's go ahead and spend our light and our resources. Are we just going to spend the 3 water we got out there without anyone going down in their states?
Yeah.
I think so,
Yeah.
right?
That's what
I'll,
it's for, right?
I'll tell you though. I
Is
will
it
tell you this. Like as we've seen in the game, sometimes things can just like make you go like. Remember, you can get rest back in some of the rooms, and rest's not a thing you can take with you.
Mm.
So you could gamble on being able to rest, saving your basically portable resoses.
Yeah.
I'm spending
Tell
my
you what.
water.
If
Yeah.
you want to keep that last water, I'll go to Thirsty.
No.
Thirsty's not too
I'll
bad
spend it.
though.
No, Thirsty's not bad.
Why don't Jordan, you spend your fuel then? You keep the water.
So
Okay.
tell you what. I'm going to go to Weary. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to be heard.
I'm going to take my own advice here. I'm going to go to Weary. I'm not carrying anything anyway, and maybe I can get some rest in a room. So I'm going to go to Weary.
Okay. Then I'll use my fuel.
I think we're done. Oh,
Oh.
fuel. I forgot about
Fuel,
fuel.
yeah, fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about the light. Good job, Cincy.
Fuel.
Good job, Fiona.
Thanks, Lantern Gang.
All right.
Hooray!
A pantry.
A pantry.
Look at
I
that.
did not know. Hey, I know it sounds like I was
Paid off.
metagaming. I didn't know that it was going to be this when I was saying I'll go to Weary. You guys got the infinite food and the infinite water card. That's crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
There are
Nice.
other cards that have this good stuff on it. Walk-in pantry is stocked with food, most of it dry or canned goods. So all of us that are weary can go ahead and just eat enough food to go back to strong. I'm assuming we're going to do that.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yum, yum, yum.
We can add a food to our inventories then.
Yeah, I think we can stock all the way up if needed.
Give me that food. Give me dose food.
We might be too good at this game.
We might survive. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Is there an
We're
end
gonna
where you
win.
can't-
I need
there's
to
an
make-
end where
I need
you- I thought you said you can't win.
We're
in this
gonna
game.
win.
Yeah, right. Sounds
It
like we're
feels
winning.
like we are winning. Yeah,
Absolutely.
You can't win, but you could be good at it.
that feels like winning.
Yeah.
No.
Unless you're good at losing.
I'm good at losing.
So is this my card then? We're going back around.
Yes.
Oh, that's quite interesting. So I did a dinner thing. Okay.
Oh.
Mm.
Pantry modern. This walk-in pantry is stocked with food, most of it dry or canned goods. So unlimited food for people. Dead end. So when you're ready to draw the next room card, we have to backtrack and we have to draw an eye for it, like before. And then it says desperate. Some of the canned foods, like pickles and tuna, are suspended in a liquid that is mostly water. If a character is dehydrated, they may drink some of this liquid for a +1 water. Okay.
What
None
is
of us
the
are.
what is the like from like a game design perspective? I'm actually curious about this desperate descriptor here. So
Mhm.
this when I read this, I just read it as like, oh, cool. Like it's not really that I'm desperate. It's just that not only do I get food, but this is a bonus. I also get to hydrate the character.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's also a room where you might have to spend a whole lot more resources getting out of it.
Yeah, it's the draw eye thing.
Valid.
Hmm.
Maybe it's just the wording of desperate.
Yeah. It's like
Interesting.
because you wouldn't drink the tuna water unless you were desperate.
I wouldn't.
I
Not even
So
I
it's
was
just like
desperate.
flavoring.
yeah.
I mean, there is a mechanical thing because you cannot drink it unless you are fully dehydrated.
Oh,
Yeah.
that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So then, like, okay,
Yeah, so if you were
so
just
you're just
thirsty, you'd
so
still go.
desperate that you would,
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just be
Yeah.
like,
Me.
pass.
Jokes on you guys. I would absolutely drink pickle water.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
You know,
I don't know.
Honestly,
Maybe it's just
different.
like if I'm desperate, I'm like, okay, cool. It's just like something to drink. It's an
Yeah.
option.
Yeah.
I think realistically, pickle water wouldn't hydrate you, though, right? It's like way too salty.
Oh, that's true. Oh,
Would
okay.
it be a net
Oh well,
loss?
if you're
Yeah.
losing electrolytes, maybe it's actually
Yeah.
good for you.
Oh yeah.
You've got what plants crave.
Yeah, right.
And then at the bottom, I have think about your favorite snack, and then strong, which I am. Think about a time you wasted. Oh, you wasted food. So yeah, we come into a very small pantry. All of us like tightly going. Obviously, everyone's like, "Oh, great!" and is stocking up. And I think Alice is like, again, is kind of looking around, knowing that this is where she was trying to get to, but it's not the pantry that she was expecting. And she has her eye on like a box, and it's it looks like it's got cookies in it. And she picks it up, and it's still in the packaging, and she goes, "Oh my god, these are wagon wheels." I've not had
Wagon
these-
wheels.
Yeah, wagon wheels. And she rips it open and shows they're like chocolate and marshmallow. Like, I've not had any since I was a kid. And there was another birthday party I went to, and I just ate all of them, and was unwell, and I got told off, and I was sick, and I wasn't allowed them again as a result. And that's a rubbish birthday party for my sister. And she puts the wagon back. Maybe not now.
And I'd take it.
You-
I'm gonna take this with us because we're gonna need it.
Okay. Come on, shall we?
Wallace starts singing Wagon Wheel.
All right. So yeah, I'll draw the dead end eye and hope for the best.
Hope for it.
Well, it was closed.
Ah,
Whoop.
Oh no.
Son
it
of
was
a
that
dick.
wagon wheels.
Too light and too
No.
extra water or food.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the card I drew for an eye was locked, so we would have had to spend some extra anyway.
Sure,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So in
Get
total,
rid of
just-
one of them foods.
yeah.
I'll get rid of one of my foods. 'Cause it's,
Yeah, get rid of one of mine.
yeah.
So in total, we
Two
need to get rid
extra
of
water
we need to get rid
or
of
Get rid of
five,
five.
Well,
five foods.
Yeah.
And
Actually-
3 lights.
We need to get
Plus-
even more because, yeah, well,
Is the next one locked?
the next one was locked. So
That means it costs 1 light, 1 water, and then the 3 light and 3 water or food. Is that what I'm reading?
Okay,
Yeah, it would
let's see.
normally be 3 food
Yeah.
/ water. So we
Yes.
would go up to 5.
Yeah.
We would normally need 1 light, so that goes up to 3 light.
Yeah. So 8 total resources to take so far. But if it's locked,
Right.
I'll get rid of both of my food.
I'll get rid of my food.
I'll get rid of my battery.
All right, hang on. So we got 1
Okay.
food left to get
That's-
fined.
6
Okay, I got
that
one.
we've gone through.
Okay.
Wait, okay, so we just did the okay, so I'll burn both of my food here. Boop, boop. So that gets rid of and then we
Okay.
did 3 light.
I think we've done 1 light so far. So I'm just trying to work out.
I did a
I can
Yeah,
battery.
so the food you should actually put back because
Yeah, you should put back the food. We already did it.
Okay,
yeah, food's
sorry.
fine. I'll burn my fuel for the lantern.
I don't
think
have
we-
any more fuel,
There's
There-
1 battery.
There's 1 battery. We don't
Yep.
have enough light though.
but we can't put a battery in a lantern.
But
Oh, we
there
have
is a
a flashlight.
flashlight.
We have a
Jimmy-
flashlight.
Oh,
we have a
Jimmy
flashlight.
is like, woo, 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 woo.
Right.
so we have to get rid of the battery. That gives us the 3 light.
so far. But
Yeah,
We're still,
So that
Come
basically
on.
lets us
out of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with
But
the
then
battery
we-
gone, that's the food and light we needed. And then we have to do the locked room thing. So we would
Yes.
have to spend 3 more food or water and 1 more light.
And we have the food and water.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and get rid of there.
Okay.
That's the
I'll
3
keep
food.
my Lantern Gang will keep their food, but we do not have the light.
So we have to stumble in the dark.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Yay, dark stumbling.
I'm going to go ahead and. No, actually, I think it's okay. Well, fortunately, the one we drew was an open eye,
Okay.
okay.
which
Oh.
means we find it is a modern. So nothing bad happens.
Okay.
We just miraculously we found a man cave. And we found a flashlight and as many batteries as we can carry. in
Oh,
there.
what?
Oh, okay.
So I guess I'll go ahead and take the flashlight because I don't have anything else going on. It's not like we really need it, but someone else could drop it. And I'm going to start taking some batteries. Give me a second and I'll put that out there.
All right.
There you go. Boom, batteries.
I'll take a battery.
Oh no, Jordan! I've just realised they're gonna make us lose our lanterns because we don't have any fuel for the lanterns. They're
Here,
gonna make
I'm giving everyone batteries
We
whether
might-
you want them or not.
We might, we might find some fuel. We just found a bunch of batteries. We could maybe find a bunch of fuel.
Yeah.
Well-
Y'all can definitely keep one of your lanterns.
All right, so this is one of the cards that has a mistake on it, so I need everyone to not bully me, okay?
Okay.
Well, it is your room this time.
Oh, it's me? Okay.
Yeah.
This should say infinite batteries and infinite fuel. All light resources are as much
Oh,
as you can carry.
Infinite
Oh,
fuel.
so we
you
get
say?
Oh.
fuel too.
Infinite fuel. You
Okay.
say?
Yes.
Huh, huh.
And
Oh,
we got a hammer, and I just realized I used a different graphic for that hammer.
Incredible.
That's
Wait,
play
is this,
testing.
is this a destructible hammer?
This is a regular hammer.
This
I'm
is the
so
regular
sorry.
one. This
Normal
is like a
hammer.
sledgehammer.
So, hey, who wants the hammer? Who wants the hammer?
I was gonna get fuel. Was
Okay.
what
Oh
was
man,
gonna
I
get.
want a hammer.
me
Can I have
too.
a hammer?
I
You
feel
can
like this
drop
knife's been
drop one of
pretty
I'm
your
gonna
ships.
drop this friggin'. Give me it.
Well, here, put it over here, so it's not. I make this far right column your supply column just to keep it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
But you got a hammer. Good job. Good job. All right. So garage vintage. A sturdy steel-bodied car is parked here. The garage door is easily rolled up, but beyond is just the wall of another room. There is a normal door that you can exit from. So make an exit. With 1 fuel, someone can drive the car through the wall to make an extra exit. For the next room, draw 1 extra card and choose between them.
oh, interesting.
We can
Yeah.
do
You
that.
know what? I should not have put fuel in this room.
Because
Yeah.
we've basically been carrying gasoline, not like
Yeah.
lantern
I'm
oil.
gonna make a
It's just
little
like
note
straight
for
up
myself.
gasoline.
Yeah, right.
Especially infinite fuel.
Yeah.
You know
So
what?
we could just
You
fuel
know
up this
what? I
car
think
and
that's why
leave.
I put a limited amount of fuel in this room to begin with.
Yeah, you should just put one
Probably.
fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could choose to keep
So
it
you
your
could
light
keep that
or
fuel.
That's what we're gonna say. There is just 1 fuel in this room. Okay, sorry. I'm changing this on the fly. There's just 1 fuel.
All
in
right.
here.
I'll take mine
That's
off
fine.
the table. That's
Oh.
fine. I know.
But- But so you can take it with you, or you can do this thing with the car.
I mean,
I mean,
think we should
probably
do
do the
thing with
car.
We
Yeah.
got lots of
Yeah, the
batteries.
car.
This looks very
Yeah.
cool.
Plus, it's a way of showcasing a mechanic in the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we-
Okay.
That's why we're doing it, not because you've told us. Of
Yes, right.
Crew. Yeah.
Because it's cool.
Yeah.
So I will. Yeah.
Yeah. Spend the
Spend.
fuel.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you not want a battery then?
I'll
Since we
take-
have infinite
I'll
batteries.
take a battery.
Take one
yeah.
because it's
I take it, but I don't like it.
I'm sorry.
you take it, you stick the battery in.
Would
the
you rather
lantern
have
out of protest?
batteries, infinite batteries, but no
Mhm.
games?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Always.
games, infinite games, but no games?
Mm.
Infinite
Okay.
games, but no games.
That's right.
Yeah, no.
It's like a koan.
I think for the next version of this game, I might take out the thirst and just make it health, and that
Have 2 stats instead
Yeah.
of 3.
and
Yeah,
you can just spend water instead of losing health.
Sure.
Oh.
Mhm.
Mm.
I guess the thirst is kind of like health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I get shot in the ribs, I get real thirsty.
You go, I'm
That,
pumped.
yeah, that happens to you so
health
often.
just
Alright.
becomes abstract, right? In this case.
So did
Yeah.
we spend a fuel to
Yep.
drive?
We
did.
have done,
So I
but
did it.
do you want to do
did.
your prompt
Yeah,
though?
you gotta remember
so
a
I gotta
car
remember.
first.
I remember a car. I had this like Volvo in the 90s. I'm like I look like I'm a guy that's like about 50. And I was like, I had this Volvo, and it's like it wasn't like the cool one from Twilight or whatever. It had weird electrical problems. It was boxy. It had this fake leather seating that got sticky in the summer. I loved that car. It got me everywhere. Took my kids to their soccer practice in that car. Drove every day to that job I hated. Loved that car, though. Heard some great drive time radio in that car.
Cool story,
right.
bro.
Yeah,
That's
well,
cool.
we're all in
Yeah.
this car though, so get in.
Yep.
Get
Yeah.
in.
With
There's a
that,
quick
I
way to
try
the
and
We're just like,
tune
let's get
the
out of here. You're
radio
just like,
to see if the car's radio works. Like, is there,
Ooh.
if we can drive it, I'm
Yeah.
like, is there a signal? Can we hear the outside world?
I actually do. I tried the radio and it doesn't, like, it works, but there's nothing but static. And I'm like, just like the Volvo. And then I hit the
right.
accelerator and smashed the
No,
door.
no, I hit the accelerator.
Yeah, it's
Excuse me,
the one who
it's
spent the
my
fuel.
card.
I spent the fuel, buddy.
Yeah,
you got fuel
fueled
for
up
this?
outside the car.
I thought you were reminiscing, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, we
everyone's
both got
piling
in.
into the
Lindsay,
car.
do you think that your character, like, this is me actually asking, this isn't me challenging you. Do you think that your character could physically overpower my character?
I don't think my character needs to.
I think Jordan's feet are so quick. Like it's on
Yeah.
the
I don't-
accelerator before yours.
I did say it was 50.
Yep.
And as we all know, people that are 50 are weak as fuck.
And they can't run fast. Get in the passenger seat, bud.
I think he looks like for a second that he's going to like physically pull you out of the driver's seat, and then he decides against it.
And I'll just go, yeah, that's the power of Lantern Club. Hit it,
Yeah,
Jordan.
Lantern Club.
Hit it as you smash through the wall.
All right. So, let's go ahead and spend what we need to spend.
I'll spend a battery.
I'll spend a food.
I will spend a water. I'm the last one who has any.
Mm-hmm.
You just get a whole bunch of batteries.
You can't eat batteries.
Yeah, not yet.
Well, you can. You shouldn't. Shit.
We're not at
Got
that
some
point yet.
good stuff to choose from.
We got two to
Alex.
choose from.
Yeah. All right, Alex.
That's me.
You get to choose. One of them is locked, though. So actually, you kind of don't have a good
Well,
choice.
well,
but
we
that's
can
okay.
hammer.
Alright.
Oh, we have the hammer.
Oh, you have the hammer.
We have
That's
a
right.
hammer.
Okay, so give me a second. I'll put them both up here.
We still need one
Yeah,
person
I'm
to
gonna.
go
I'll be
thirsty.
thirsty.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're hanging on to that bullet.
No.
High dated.
Yep.
You're high
High dated.
dated right now, and you're
I dated.
high dated. High dated.
Unquench your thirst.
Thirsty. You thirsty?
All
All right. Sorry, I'm having to manipulate a lot of files here. Here we go. So, Alex, I'm going to actually cover up some shit here.
Do
so
it.
you get either that one or
Ooh.
the one like you drew like the best card in the game.
Yes.
That's because we use the power of
The
friendship.
armory.
Yeah, we did.
So there you
Oh,
go.
pretty much the
yes,
armory.
the armory. Let's
You
go.
absolutely know we're going for the workshop.
Yeah, it works out.
How
It's
did we
also
even choose
unlocked.
the other one?
And we have the
Lock that one.
sledgehammer, finally.
Yes.
I finally.
Dibs on sledgehammer.
All right, here we go.
Heck
Workshop
yeah.
Modern. All right, Alex, it's yours to read.
All right. Workshop Modern. This appears to be a 2-car garage converted into a workshop for a tinkerer, woodworker, etc. A lot of garages in this place.
Yeah.
This is like the third garage we've come across.
Uh-huh.
Tag
There's also a lot of
yourself and
bedrooms.
etc.
There's actually a lot of bedrooms, a lot of bathrooms too, but you don't ever seem to draw those.
There is +1 flashlight, lantern, saw, hammer, sledgehammer, and +1 water, plus infinite batteries and infinite fuel.
Nice.
I will definitely take a fuel.
Yeah, give me one of them fuels.
Yes.
One of
Alright.
us should take the water because we'll need that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Definitely.
What
definitely
can the
water.
saw? What can the saw be used for?
We
Mm.
could just let Wallace go ahead and drink the water.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Want to do that?
I guess.
Sip it up, Walrus.
You say walrus?
I did.
Can I have the saw? So here's the thing with the
I don't know.
sledgehammer.
Can
So
you?
who called dibs on the sledgehammer?
Me.
Yeah.
So the sledgehammer takes up you have two equipment slots. It's really heavy.
Let's
if
get
you
rid of that
are-
bullet.
If you are weary, you can still carry it though.
Just
But-
nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can still carry a supply. But you can't carry other tools.
Right.
One heavy bullet.
What's the saw do?
So, first of all, it is a weapon. And it can break like the hammer, but some things require heat. We haven't seen one yet, but you can use the saw to make that heat. You can like cut up wood to make like a little fire.
The friction of sawing through something creates fire.
Well, no. So you do. It said on a card early in the game, at the beginning of the game, that we basically have matches, but the matches aren't enough light and heat on their own to do anything. But we can light candles and light like fires and stuff.
Awesome.
Okay.
So as long as you have a saw, you can create heat. So yeah, I'm gonna drop.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop this flashlight that I picked up last time, and I'm gonna take the saw. If that's okay with everyone.
That's fine.
If
So
it's
then we-
okay.
So then we still have the one hammer still that's in
But,
here.
yeah, I've got a hammer.
Yeah, but they can break.
But we have a sledgehammer too.
But
We have
did
we
we
have
have
a
a
lot of
also important.
batteries.
The sledgehammer can open doors, but if you come across another like box or something, the sledgehammers can't open those. They would just destroy it
Oh, okay.
and the contents within.
Yeah.
I'm dropping a battery and taking another.
You have two
Double hammer.
Dual-wielding hammers.
I am
Hell yeah.
I am full on hammer bro
Jitsi,
right
do you
now.
not want a tool? Like,
No.
I have a lantern.
Yeah.
It is a tool.
can't you trade one of your fuels for Alex's hammer? Then you.
He has a hammer. I have a
play
lantern.
the way they want to play. That's how they
Yeah.
want to play.
All right.
Wallace
Well,
Alice
that's
and
good.
Jordan have a bond, and this is how we're getting out of here together. And you
All
can
You are
Take it from
lighting
our
the
clothing.
I
way.
held on to a useless
Club, I'm
bullet this
sorry,
whole
I
time,
didn't
so I will not tell
It's not
anyone
useless
what to do.
you. It's
I
not
didn't
useless
mean
to
to come
you.
in between Lantern Club. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
I like how
Lantern Club.
you folks are then weapons club. With
Yeah.
what seems like definitely taking the lead.
Hey, Tool Club.
Club.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Tools.
Yeah.
Tools.
Okay, Tool Club.
I just took
Really?
the sledgehammer because I've established I'm in construction.
I know the pieces fit.
I just want to have two hammers.
Anyway, Alex, do that prompt, man.
You are relieved, maybe elated, to find such a useful room. And I think to myself, boy, what a useful room. Look at all these things and
All these tools.
doodads,
Aren't they
tools.
Glad we drove the car through the wall.
So many
This
batteries.
Stuff.
Isn't it neat?
I
Yeah,
just made
it's-
a joke.
We drove the car from one garage to another.
Oh man,
Straight
that makes sense.
through into the workshop.
That's
Yep.
right.
Dennis the sword,
But Alex,
Jeffrey
you
the
do have
hammer.
another. There's another
I?
prompt down there.
Full equipment slots, but it doesn't last. The others are fools to celebrate. What does that mean?
It means you are cynical about why everyone is happy about this room.
Oh,
Because it's been so awful up until this point.
I'm elated and then cynical. Gotcha.
Why are these guys are like
Relieved,
Like,
elated.
Look how kick-ass
and
room this
cynical.
room is. Too bad it sucks here.
Yeah, fools.
What a downer.
wah, wah.
I would not do this to your game, Alex.
My joy has turned to dust in my mouth like these hammers will.
In your mouth.
Wait, I'm sorry. I haven't been doing a great job looking at the chat, but someone earlier said, where do they say that the hammer was from? That it's it's from Harbor Freight. That's why.
It's one of those Animal Crossing hammers.
That's it. See, there's a precedent for this.
No, there's not.
No, there's not. All right.
Ooh, all right. I mean, I feel we've got equal amounts of fuel and batteries.
I'll spend a
I can get rid of a battery.
hydride. I will become thirsty.
I will become weary.
Hey,
wow.
let me
I'll get rid
spend
of the
my.
battery.
Oh yeah, you're gonna become
I'll get rid
weary.
of the battery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me also become weary and get rid of. Oh, okay. You're gonna do it. Okay.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I got you.
Then I will. Wait, who
Thirst
became
me, Daddy.
weary?
I'll become weary.
Wallace.
Because, I'm dragging around a big sledgehammer now. It
You
makes
are
sense.
dragging around a big sledge. I think you need
So-
to check though. Doesn't it cost like a strength to use as well?
Does it?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't give you the card.
Yeah.
You've been so lax about giving cards, Ben.
Well, it's because we've been getting a lot of stuff we haven't gotten before. But here, let me give some people some cards here. Yeah,
So
Alex, you need a card.
So
You
we've
gave
definitely
me a food card. I don't have food.
Here, I'm actually just going to put it on the front, on the top level, and you can drag it to your inventories. Give me a second.
So
we
just to
go.
check, so we spent one battery and we've got one weary, one thirsty. So we still need one more person to do one of their levels.
Yes. Hold on.
Yeah, just reading these cards now.
Yeah, we've seen the hammer one, the sledgehammer.
Big, harmful. You can use it to attack someone.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
it is instantly lethal if you get a full eye, but you can also miss with it, which the other ones don't miss.
Interesting.
Oh, I guess it does open people as well as locked rooms.
That's right.
Ah,
Ooh. I will go down to thirsty, just so we've got that payment.
John, did you get your sledgehammer?
I did.
Did we spend all of the fuel that we need?
Yes.
Yes, we did a battery.
All right, I think we're ready. Okay.
All right.
So someone also, this is a locked room, so someone will need to
I
get it
wonder.
open.
do you mean
Hammer.
the hammer?
Yeah. So I'll go ahead. Let me. I'll go ahead and.
Just call me MC.
So we'll get in. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put the card out that we got in.
Wait, Ben, stop.
Yeah. Call you
Hammer
MC. I got.
There's a gun!
Ooh.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh my
You
God.
guys are so excited for
Oh
the
my
gun.
God! And
Let's
we
see.
have the hammers.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
right.
we have the hammers to get it. Okay.
Yes.
Now there's still
All
a
right,
chance
your
that
hammer
we
does
failed.
not break.
Yes.
Okay, so we have two chances.
Invincible
Nice.
hammers.
2 chances.
All
Well,
right.
it'll
that-
get it. You'll get it anyway.
Yeah.
Like even if the hammer breaks.
Oh,
Oh.
true. Because it can't
But-
fail. You just lose.
I'm
the
gonna
hammer.
say though, if my hammer breaks, I'm getting this gun.
Okay.
Quick, use the
Infinite
sledgehammer.
bullets, dude.
For a
Infinite
second, you're
bullets.
getting that gun.
So let's go ahead. So this is whose card?
Whose
This
card is it
is-
anyway?
Daniel.
Daniel's.
Daniels.
Whose card is it anyway?
Yeah.
And so
Jiminy.
I think let's go ahead and say like, but no, go ahead and read your shit. Sorry.
No worries. Study vintage. A pre-computer era home office with books lining the walls. It is likely for someone wealthy, like a lawyer or banker. There's a sofa for reading. A water cooler stands near one door. How classy. You get rest, a flashlight, 2 water, infinite batteries.
Infinite
We have a locked drawer with a gun and infinite bullets.
infinite bullets.
We could do like Underworld and shoot a hole
so
in the
many
floor
bullets.
Nice.
and it'd fall through it.
Nice.
And then my prompt is learn about the owner of this office by examining the books and documents. None of us are hurt. This profession are nuance.
Hmm.
Okay.
But I guess the rest will go to Wallace. 'Cause That's
Yep.
the only person
I'm
who
the
can
only
use
one who
it.
can use it.
Yes.
And then the waters will go to Alice and Jeffrey.
Yes.
I don't have.
I guess
I
you have to just- I mean,
Fine,
I could take a I could take a water.
take a water. I think definitely you take a water for sure.
I'll take a water.
Okay.
This entire time, have you folks seen? There was a movie with that Willem Dafoe did called Inside. Have you folks seen that movie?
Inside. No, I don't know.
So,
that
so
one.
it's about this like an art thief who breaks into like a luxury penthouse suite only to trigger the security, and he gets trapped inside and he goes crazy.
Cool.
No.
all trapped
Ooh.
inside this like penthouse. And the entire time we've been playing this, and John, you said, "Oh, I used to be a thief." I was like, "Oh my god, it's like that Willem Dafoe movie where he goes
Oh
insane
my god.
after breaking into somebody's house."
Wow.
That's
That's
awesome.
interesting.
Oh, I'll put it on
And
the
my
list.
my,
I have to watch
my
it. Yeah,
internal
seriously.
non-crazy Jimmy narrative has been like, "Oh, this is like we're all accomplices."
Oh no, Alex is 30 now.
Yeah.
Hey, I got you, man. I got you.
Thank you. All right, let me hammer this lock.
Okay, let me draw for you.
See if we lose the hammer.
Smoosh. Nope, it doesn't break.
Wow.
All right, I've got my
Got 'em.
invincible hammer, so somebody else can have a gun.
You don't need to hammer.
Fine, I'll throw a hammer in the trash.
No, we might.
But
Give me that
we don't
gun.
need to get rid of the hammer, though. I guess if we
Well,
got rid of a hammer, you
I
could
mean,
take the
so-
water.
Yeah, I
'Cause we
mean,
have two water.
somebody needs to get rid of something because all of our.
Okay, no.
slots are-
What if we gave the gun to Wallace? You
Wallace would have to drop the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
right, because a sledgehammer is 2.
Because it takes 2.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm happy to get rid of one of our fuel. I know Lantern Club is really important, but that hammer became so big then. So,
Right.
and I can take one of the.
Then you could
small
use
hammers.
But you could use the water to cure your thirst.
Oh, yeah.
That you've got. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why don't we just do that? So then
All right.
that way we don't lose a hammer.
that sounds good.
Nice. That's smart. Teamwork.
Yeah.
You made the
Until
dream
that sledgehammer is used, and then. All right. Nice.
Incinerates while trying to smash glass.
So does that give Jimmy the gun then?
work. Jimmy has a gun and a knife. Great.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Because this entire time I've been like, "Oh, Wallace, you should have the gun." But I guess now I have a
I have a gun.
I mean,
I have a gun.
I can give
with a
the sledgehammer if you want to
flashlight
give me
and
the
a
gun.
knife on it. I have the ultimate gun.
Yeah, very tactical.
I don't know if
That's
this is
true.
good for Jimmy. I don't know if this is good for Jimmy.
Okay.
My
Are you
friend.
taking? Are you here? I'm gonna put the gun on the. There you go. It's on the table. Someone
It's
can
not
take it.
loaded, so we've given Jimmy the gun, and
This is wild. Yes.
So we
Do it.
cannot take these infinite bullets and put them in the gun.
yeah, we can't load them.
Right.
That's correct. I know that doesn't make sense.
Okay,
but
what if I gave up the knife?
Or we give up the flashlight and the bullet and the batteries and just fill it with bullets.
Or
Shoot our way to
you
safety.
give up the knife, you take the sledgehammer, and I take the gun.
I will do that.
Ooh.
Nice.
I will do that.
Okay.
You just at the moment where you're looking at the knife,
All
you're
right.
looking at the
I'll just-
sledgehammer, back and forth.
So I can give up one of my hammers and get that knife.
hmm
yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we
All right.
get rid of a hammer. You take the knife.
Knife.
I take the
Weird
sledgehammer.
negotiation that's
And
going
then
on.
you
It
take the
is.
gun. And
Oh.
you can take a battery.
Yeah.
Or another bullet.
Or another bullet.
Take
Or another bullet.
Take another bullet.
Yeah. Take a bullet. You have 2 bullets.
I'm looking forward to Jimmy versus Wallace, whatever fight this is going to happen.
Oh,
Just-
why
just-
do you think
I think
it will be
we're not
the
gonna
two of
fight
us
now.
against each
Kill
other?
Yeah, we're not going to fight.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did not make resources scarce enough. Apparently, because we're all in the green, we have no reason to fight over
I mean,
stuff.
to be
For
fair,
now.
for
We're
now,
about to
yeah.
not be.
I mean, we left the pantry and lost all of our food.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, but we got a gun.
we now have
We
a
did get a
gun.
gun.
All right. Oh,
Do it.
so your prompt.
Yeah.
Yes. So the owner of this office, by examining the books and documents, this is to go, I guess, to align with John's story of being like a thief. I think this has to be some sort of. I want to make it an art dealer. This is an art dealer,
Ooh.
and this is a library of rare books. And the gun is an antique gun.
Ooh.
It's
Nice.
like an old like Colt Peacemaker revolver.
Ooh, that's cool.
And I think that this is like an art dealer who has a very shady background and has funded their sort of art business through illicit smuggling. Perhaps we came in here with the agenda of trying to expose them. only to be trapped in this home.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Just like that movie.
Maybe the thing that they're smuggling is actually supernatural artifacts,
Like knives and hammers.
like knives, cursed knives and hammers.
Oh, Lantern Club is looking pretty sweet right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, right? Like, I don't think my lantern's cursed.
mystical
Yeah.
lanterns that hypnotize people.
Lanterns are revealing.
Yeah, make them force them to carry them with them. All right, here we go. Let's go and spend some resources.
Oh.
Make me thirsty, Sky Daddy.
I can't spend anything unless I become thirsty. But then
I'll
I don't
spend
think
a
I can use
fuel.
the hammer.
I'll burn a battery.
Well, hang on, we've used the fuel.
Yeah,
Well,
fuel's
fine.
already gone.
Fuel's already gone. All right. You say thirsty, Alex? You're gonna
Thirst me.
You're gonna. I'm gonna.
Thirsty.
Yep.
Sky Daddy.
Anyone? You know what? I will also go to thirsty.
Okay.
I'll be weary again.
You'll have to.
You're gonna lose a
drop-
bullet.
Yeah, you gotta drop a bullet.
Wow.
Wow. We fought
But not
so
the special
hard
bullet.
about this.
But
Would
not
make
the
more
special
sense for-
bullet.
Not the
Hey,
bullet I've
Hey,
had.
I can go
Yeah.
to weary and
Yeah.
because I already have an empty space.
That's
Sure.
true. Yeah.
So I this time will spend fuel
You're just-
and
Jordan's
get
just like,
weary.
oh God.
I want
What's
him
the-
to not have the bullets.
No, when
Too late, Sky
Wallace
Daddy.
saw the gun,
That's
he
right.
was like, "Oh my god, I know this. This is an antique. Like my grandpa had one of these guns." And then the bullet that he brought with him fits into it
Yes.
perfectly.
Well,
Oh yeah, it's the right caliber and everything.
all
Yeah,
bullets
yeah.
fit into all guns anyway, though. So.
I know, but it's weird that the bullet that he has would fit into this antique.
It's
'cause
the
he
right
brought it with
caliber.
him.
Yeah.
Did you just say all bullets fit into all
I did
guns?
say all
I mean,
bullets.
in the
fit into all guns.
Sure. All bullets in this house fit into
Yeah.
Yes.
the
It's
only
weird.
gun in the house.
You
What
actually
kind of
hold
gun
it in,
is it? Yeah, it's a gun.
You
Gun.
Gun.
hold it. You hold
a
it in
gun.
your hand. It's like a sniper bullet, and it just suddenly weirdly shrinks.
Yeah,
and
just
goes,
like right there.
All right, this is locked, so someone's gonna have to bust it open.
I got a hammer for that.
Okay.
Come on.
Smith smash.
I didn't realize you guys traded the knife around.
Yeah.
All right. Let me draw your eye for you. No, never mind. Wait, hold on.
The hammer
Ooh.
exists and does not exist at the same time. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Right?
It does not. It does not. break.
Schrodinger's hammer.
Oh, right.
Let me
Invincible
ask-
hammer.
Let me ask a question of the group. Are you guys okay with going for like 20, 30 more minutes?
Yeah.
Is that
I
too long?
gotta stop
Yeah,
in 30 minutes. But yeah, let's do it.
30 minutes.
We'll say about 20 and then we'll say our goodbyes. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Lavatory. So who's this?
Smith smash. This
This is
will be
Jency's.
Jency's.
Jency.
Ah.
Jordan.
All right. Yes, this is the lavatory. It's antique. The old-fashioned toilet here has less water than other toilets you've found.
No.
The tub looks serviceable though, and there's a window leading to another room. We get a
Don't-
+1 water.
Don't drink toilet water.
Yeah, right.
I'll drink it.
You're not
Um,
my mom.
no.
Don't tell me
No,
what to
don't
do.
worry. Don't worry.
Don't
It's
tell me what I can't
It's
do.
antique toilet water. So all of it. It's
That's
gonna be all
worse.
dangerous. Yeah, it's gonna be all dangerous.
Oh,
It's sparkling toilet water.
We could also take a bath with heat and 1 water. One person may take a bath for full rest. Any number of people may take a bath, but you need heat and water for each person.
Oh my
And
god.
we can make an exit. Before drawing another room card, a player may either destroy the window with a destructive tool to ignore whether the next room is locked or not. If you don't do this, you must spend an extra light and food/water to draw the next room.
Well,
Ooh.
I know that was a little
thankfully, we have
confusing.
destructive
Basically,
tool.
it's a dead end, but you can make it not a dead end with a destructive tool.
Yeah,
I-
remodeling.
Which we have.
Yeah.
We have one.
We've done it. But I'm guessing the heat stuff, because we didn't do that thing with the boiler earlier, means that we can't have
Well,
a
we-
bath.
Well,
No, no,
supposedly
We can use
with
the
Ben's
saw.
saw, we can
The
make
saw,
fire.
the saw lets us
Oh,
make fire.
my bad. Sorry, I forgot that's how
No.
the saw
Yeah.
works.
The hot water heater actually.
But somehow
isn't
the
hot.
knife can't be used to make like kindling, but the saw does.
The saw can there.
I feel like the knife needs a buff.
Huh.
The knife is
knife
supposed
needs
to
a
be
buff.
shitty. Like,
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, actually, the hot water heater had cold water in it. There's no electricity, so
Yeah.
So, does Jordan,
But
would
with
you
a
like to have a
saw.
bath whilst we're all sort of in the bathroom?
Good
with
lord, no. It spends a water for that.
That we get
Yeah.
a water already.
Oh,
and
what a
one of us could
waste.
become not thirsty, or
That's
we could give
true.
it to Jency with
Yeah.
the saw and make them not weary.
I'll
Well,
also tell you the saw has a drawn eye, and it's like a little risky. Like the fire can get out of control.
Let's
But
burn
what?
this motherfucker down.
I feel like the saw needs to be nerfed and the knife needs to be buffed.
Yeah, knife
Yeah.
off, saw nerf.
You have grown and attached to this knife.
No, I'm just like, why does the saw create fire?
Yes.
You
It's a
can't
curved
saw wood with
saw.
a kitchen knife. You can't do it.
Hammers are
Good one.
bugs.
I think either Dennis or Jeffrey should get the water then over
Yes.
the
Yes.
weary Jordan.
I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'll stay weary. It's okay.
Well, that's fun. 'cause
Stay
you
weary.
get an extra prompt.
Give me that water, Sky Daddy.
Okay. Why did you? I'm not.
I like the idea Jordan's just in the bath, but there's no water as you just watch
Yeah.
Jeffrey drink.
Yeah. She's just sitting in the bath watching him drink the water.
That's-
And
remind you, I'm
also,
drinking this out
You
of the toilet.
people are so loud because I'm
probably
weary.
echoing.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
echoing in
Yeah.
the bathroom. Yeah.
So Jordan just like covers her ears and like she is fully in the bathtub though. Just covers her ears and just like puts her head down and just tries to think of some peace and quiet when she was actually happy. And of course, she does think of her own bathtub at her last apartment. Man, it was so nice. It was so big. She could just soak in it for hours. She misses that bathtub so much, especially right now.
Mhm.
And she starts crying a little bit.
No.
Just with Jeffrey just like lapping up this water,
It's like lapping it up like a cat.
Look at Kat.
the true horror.
I'm just perched on the seat. I'm not even lifting it up.
Oh. Just use a sledgehammer on him quickly. Come on.
I want to say Dennis has this like Hank Hill-esque like reaction to Jordan crying of being like, "Hey, are you crying? Not are you okay? Are you crying?
Yes, obviously. These are tears coming out of my eyes.
Are you? Did you get hurt or something? Or
No.
oh, all right."
I swear, when you said a Hank Hill thing, I was like, are you just going to be like, damn it? Get out of the bathtub.
Damn it, Jordan, get out of the bathtub.
Jordan, you're not right.
I'm trying to drink out of the toilet.
How are so many of you good at this?
It's pretty easy
Oh.
voice to do. Some of us are Southern men.
Okay. Can't relate.
You can half relate.
Sledgehammer that window.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So check the card.
Now the sledgehammer, you have to spend
It says, yeah. Is this someone think this is wrong?
and
You have
one
to spend
rest, food, or water.
you have to spend
Ooh.
a strength or a water.
I will spend a water. I get
Wow.
I
thirsty.
should make it just strength, but I'll have to. That's a second pass job.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. This is a playtest.
We might win this house of cards.
That's right.
Yes.
I
Ben
won't.
said we
select-
can't win, but we're gonna do it.
I think we're
Gonna do
through teamwork.
With our elite
Yes.
Lantern Club and Tool
Lantern.
Club.
So this
The
is
Our powers
tools.
combine. Yeah, our powers combine.
Cool
Yeah.
gang.
Let me see here.
Of
Oh, we're
course,
going down.
that's
No.
where I put my lavatories next to the cellar.
it. Nice.
Oh, but canned food.
Infinite.
Yeah.
Infinite canned food.
That's where I put my
Oh,
food.
hell yeah.
And infinite fuel.
Oh yeah.
We can start a
Nice.
real big fire.
About to drop all these batteries.
Now, we didn't spend to get in here yet.
Oh, that's true.
Well, because
Yeah, but
We
You-
used
you
our
brushed it.
hammer.
Yeah, you use your
Yeah,
hammer.
We
it's
To,
a
didn't
sledgehammer.
spend to go into the room.
That means it wouldn't be locked.
But I became
well,
thirsty.
and also it's not a dead end, basically.
okay.
So we still have to spend?
Yeah, I still got.
Yeah.
So a fuel
spend a-
and
Battery.
Yeah, I'll
Spend a battery.
battery or fuel because we know we get the fuel back.
Well, we don't need to spend a battery then. We can just spend the fuels and just get
All
them
right,
back,
here.
right?
Technically,
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to show you this yet. So
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely going to drop my battery to get food.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, because we could spend before we get in here, and then
Yes. We
Yeah.
now know what's on the card, so yeah.
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 So
Oh, but
let's
that's-
know,
that's
Alex.
what-
Yeah,
yeah.
Alex needs to spend his battery because
Yeah.
Let's be impulsive. Sorry, everyone.
No, no.
Sorry.
Oh no,
Um,
that's okay.
I was going to go to thirsty anyway, so I'll
I'm
do
gonna go
that.
first as well. We'll spread the love. Oops. Oh my god, yeah. We'll get there. So do we need one more thirsty person? Or a strength?
I'm totally green here.
Mhm.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
Nope.
No, Alex is green.
Thirst me, daddy.
Constantly
do too much?
hydrating and
I don't know.
dehydrating.
I don't know. I
I,
wasn't.
I think we've got it.
Yeah, I think we're
Yeah,
fine.
that should be it.
All right. All right, John. This is your card.
All right. The cellar. It's hard to tell exactly how old this cellar is, but it's probably pre-electricity. Preserved food lines the shelves. Though antique rooms often look like they did in their prime, this room could be decades or centuries old, and it's not clear how long the food has been here.
Mm.
Hmm.
So
Unlimited food and unlimited fuel.
now I
I'm
could
gonna
just
I'm gonna
eat
take-
canned food immediately and hope I get an eye and it gives me water.
You could do that.
I'm going to do that.
Here, let
Hell
me-
yeah.
I'm gonna put this out. I'm just gonna. Okay, well, good. We have a few cards we need to burn through anyway. All right, this is yours then, John. It's a half eye. I shouldn't make this infinite. I should make it one per person. I just realized.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna say it's that. We're gonna say it's one per
Infinite,
person.
infinite makes it very, very.
Well, because then you have to draw an eye
Easy.
for everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll remember that for next time. So treat this as one per person. So nothing bad or good happens to you, John. You eat it, you throw up.
You
Did someone
safely
else-
expel it.
Does someone else
Same.
eat one right away?
No, I'll save mine for going to the next room.
Food doesn't make you less
Take mine.
weary, right? Only rest.
If you
No,
get
no.
the open or if you get the full eye, then it'll give you strength and water.
Oh,
Yeah. Both food and rest give your strength back. It's just that rest is like not a thing you could take with you.
Mm.
I see. Well, I can't carry the food because I'm weary, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna eat my food then.
Yep. And then
Why'd you realize that?
become
Okay.
But no, but then you become
Yeah.
strong, so that's fine.
Um,
And it means you could take another fuel and we'll be back up to full Lantern
Yep,
Club.
mate.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's see.
yes.
I drew a closed eye.
What does that mean? Did I die?
You lose a health. Yes.
but you don't die.
No,
I'm
we're
the
not.
first
you
one to
just-
lose the health.
We're
Yeah.
healthy
Just
already, though. We're just
Oh no.
No, Lantern Club buddy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Jordan is struggling.
Yeah, you were in the bath.
struggle bus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm hurt.
You know what? I'm gonna eat it too. Just to see what happens.
Huh. Just to see.
I shouldn't have. This was dumb. All right. I voided.
Oh.
Anyone else?
Nope.
You're
Okay.
all fools.
That was a waste.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
Wallace gets some can of something and starts eating it, and then immediately is like, "Oh God!" and just tosses the whole thing to the side. Ugh. And then goes over to one of the bottles of wine and just grabs it off and uncorks it and downs a bit and goes, "Oh!" Swishes it in his mouth and spits.
Ugh.
Hey,
Mm.
don't have that. And then sees that two people have already eaten some of it and that
Oh no.
Jordan is not looking good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm. Good advice, though.
well,
So you
here's
three,
to oblivion. and then just downs the bottle.
Oh,
Mm.
wow.
Oh,
To oblivion.
To oblivion.
It's a lantern club.
So Ben, you said there was one canned food for each of us, right?
Yes.
And 3 of you ate your food.
Mhm.
And I kept mine, so that means there's 2 more, right?
I'm full with fuel. That's a kind of food.
Well, we can put
It is
them
a
in
kind of
other
food.
people's slots, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I
Oh
think
yeah,
so.
you can give yours to someone.
I give mine to Jordan.
Oh, thank
Can't
you.
take
But you can't.
But I
Oh, can't take it.
hold it.
you can't. You're full.
Thank you.
I mean, you could drop something, but
I could eat it,
And
Again.
can you just
but
consume it
then I
right
might
away?
die.
you could consume it right away.
And you could
You
die.
could
though,
consume it
because
and go to
hurts.
dying.
No, I
don't want that.
I'm
No.
struggling.
We could drop this battery.
Yeah, drop the battery. We've got plenty of fuel.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah, get rid of that. Yeah. Lantern Club.
There we
Also, so much food.
Lantern Club.
Lantern Club.
All right. We ready to move on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Do
do
it.
it.
Fear.
What?
Mhm.
What?
Nothing. None.
Fine.
I was like, we could theoretically drop that flashlight and get another fuel.
Mm.
Just go full
Mm.
lanterns.
Yeah, but if we come across another battery depot,
Oh yeah,
maybe. Yeah, maybe.
that's true.
I think
we
we'll
might run
see.
out of fuel.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do
so
our.
we need to spend a fuel.
We'll diversify our portfolio.
Yeah. So somebody spend a fuel.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry. I was
I
like,
can't.
Looking at the one with all the fuel.
sorry, I was not paying
Hoarding
attention to
it.
what we were doing.
I'm
Yes.
actually gonna spend one of our resources. I'm gonna go down to Weary, and I'm just gonna drop one of these food cans. I don't want these canned foods.
So we've done one fuel.
Well, but you're gonna drop it or not use it?
That's
yeah,
correct.
why don't
We
you
need to
use it?
spend 3
Why don't you
food.
Because I
use it?
might get hurt.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Do you
Because
still
it-
You,
pull the card when you're
you
spending
could
it
give
to
it
go
to
another room?
Alice.
What are you asking?
Do you still pull the card for the eye when you're just using it to go to another room as like you need to spend resources?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
for
instead of dropping it, can't Alice take the food?
Oh, that's true.
I'll take it.
Yeah, there's your food. But that's one.
Okay. So yeah, so you've gone to Weary, so that's one payment.
Well, I'll do the food so we can use it as payment.
So
You're gonna eat it.
Nice.
eat
I'm gonna
it. Okay.
Crunch,
use-
crunch. Yeah,
So
Crunch.
that's
crunch.
2 foods.
It's crunchy, huh?
crunch. Crunch me, Sky Daddy.
Well,
Crunchitize me,
it was a
Captain.
half eye, so you avoid it.
All right,
Ooh.
that's 1 spent.
Okay.
But no, you don't get anything.
What?
You just threw it
We
up.
spent it so
No,
that we
no,
could.
you don't
No.
get any benefit.
Well, I mean, that's what we did the first room we had when we had the canned food.
And somebody drew a full eye, and it was
It's fine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
full eye
Only works
gives
if
you
you get
plus
full
1
eye.
strength and plus 1 water. It doesn't say
Yeah.
anything about giving you food.
well. That's +1 strength is food.
You can eat food for strength.
It should say food. It should.
Wait, you're
Yes,
saying
you can.
strength should stay food?
Yeah, like on the can thing, it says +1 strength. It should say +1 food. It really should. But
Oh,
eating
okay.
food gives you strength as well. But you
Just-
can also spend your strength instead of if you don't have food. You can like be hungry. Like,
Sure. Tell you what, I think because of time,
yeah.
let's I'm happy to go to Weary, and then if somebody else wants to go to Weary, and then we can go to this next room and see.
Yeah, I'll
what
go to
happens there.
Weary.
And then I will drop that food that I've been so graciously given.
Okay.
All right. And was that Wallace as well?
Yep.
Gone to Weary? Okay.
Yeah, we've got about 5 minutes left, right?
We're gonna say this is our last room, and then we'll have a final jump.
Ooh, look, a knife.
Oh God. And is it my room?
Yep.
I believe
Oh.
so, yeah.
I've done a dining room, a pantry, and now a kitchen. God.
Wow.
Kitchen vintage. So a nostalgic kitchen. The food in the powderless fridge is rotten, but the cabinets are stocked with dry goods. You might be able to get a little water out of the can of peas. So we get +2 food, a knife.
A knife.
And then
Nice.
I'll draw the open close thing. But it says cook a meal with heat. Add +1 additional food per person, or +2 food for one person. You cannot take cooked food with you. And I have,
hell yeah.
Oh.
I have a prompt to remember my favorite meal. I'll do that now then whilst thinking. So we go into this kitchen and I go, not again. I'm just surrounded by all these foods. And I see, I think it's like a proper, it's like a proper 80s kitchen. So it's really pea green is what I'm thinking. The splashback, like tiles, they're all sort of like that sort of black and white checker type thing. It's like a tiny. The fridge is actually really small, and it's like making a horrible buzzing noise. And so I'm like, and I go to look in it, and I go, what? And I look at you guys and go, like not to go in there. And I just go, oh, God, I don't even like roast dinners. You know what I really like? Best food in the world.
Wagon wheels?
No, obviously not. I'm not allowed them anymore, am I? Even though I'm like 40. It's just a simple burger with fries, a little bit of mayo, as many pickles as I could fit on it, and a shake. And just have that.
What kind of shake?
Birthday cake.
Birthday?
Okay. I
Nice.
respect that.
Someone's going to Steak and Shake.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't have that in Canada.
Yeah. Also, don't go to Steak and Shake. They're kind of evil.
But I used to, whenever I had a bad day and I had to go do something, I'd treat myself, do a little treat. And so it was a burger and fries, and I'd just sit in the car and just eat it for myself. And then I just always remember drinking the milkshake, getting the cherry, and just eating it the last thing.
So this says hungry. It should say
Sweet.
weary.
Yeah. And I go, oh God, I'll never have birthday cake milkshakes ever again.
Oh.
And I start tearing up.
Oh,
Okay.
Alice.
Oh no.
Jordan goes over. Can I put my arm around you? Okay.
Yeah.
I put my arm around her. It's gonna be okay.
Oh, thank you, Lantern Club buddy. I appreciate
Lantern Club.
Lantern Club. We'll get out.
Man.
Yeah,
You're
of
now
course.
the light in their life.
Well,
so,
yeah. We could do the cook a meal thing, but our next card is our last card. So
Yeah.
it's
let's
sort
go
of not-
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means we've won.
Yeah, we've done it. We've all survived.
We won. We
Yeah.
beat
Definitely won. Unless the card is you all die.
Jimmy
Oh my
comes with a sledgehammer, just breaks through the wall into.
Yeah, just go for broke.
Jimmy.
It's the end of Portal 2. We're out.
All right.
Team bedroom. There's a window. We can get out.
Nice.
a teen bedroom.
Yeah, team bedroom. This was my room. Tell the group how you arrived at the house. It may contradict another person's story. If you already answered this prompt, nominate someone else. Yeah. So I say I'm between jobs. Well, I was. Got an email to go for a job interview here. Went up to the front door. I rang the doorbell. Nothing. Went inside, and it was a normal front hallway at the time. I did think it was weird there wasn't any power or electricity, and looked around, called for a while, and then I realized I'd lost my way. No matter where I went, the rooms didn't make sense. There, I could see garages through windows, and I got lucky. I stumbled upon. Which one of you did I stumble upon first? Who found me first? Was it? I don't even remember anymore. Was it Wallace? Or was it Alice? Or was it all of you?
I don't remember, honestly.
Mm.
I don't remember who I
separate
saw
memories.
first. I just remembered all of us being together.
What year do all of you think it is?
I think it's 2015.
1987.
What?
1987.
It's
God, I
2004.
wish.
2015.
Oh, hey, same year.
Oh, Lantern Pudding.
Lantern Club.
Well, I don't feel like I've been here for 9 years, though. 12 years or however long. I think you might be right about being punished, though.
Mm.
You know, I lost that last job because I didn't want to do it. I just got away with not doing any work for as long as I could. I'm lazy.
Yeah, well, fuck them. Boss makes $1, you make a dime.
That's right. I'm no thief, though.
Ouch.
Yeah, well, the person you were working for was. Might as well even the playing field.
So this is our final card. And basically, we just all decide if we look to the future with hope. That we hope that we'll leave. We'll just, you know what? I've never really had to do this. The last time I played this, we all just stabbed each other to death. So that didn't happen. So there's no precedent. So I'll just say, starting with Fiona. Fiona, do you feel hope that you can escape this situation?
I feel Alice is receiving this hug from Jordan, and she's like, we kept our lanterns, so absolutely, I'm filled with hope and fuel. I think we'll be okay. So, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. This is the only thing I've ever been good at. You know, my family never looked up to me. Never was good at any job, but damn, we've all survived pretty good in here. I almost don't want to leave. Jeffrey.
I mean, I'm strong, a little thirsty, but I'm healthy. I've got a knife and I've got a hammer. And you know what? That's what America was built on.
We all looked at Jimmy. Just like,
I'm using this card as like a visual prompt. I think Jimmy is gonna look to the future with hope as he raises the flashlight that he hasn't used this entire time.
You haven't.
Turns it on and shines it out the window, hoping that people see it.
oh,
Nice.
Cool. Love
He
that.
smashes the window first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Jordan, she kind of like holds her tummy a little bit, but then she looks over at Alice and smiles and holds her lantern up and says, yeah, Lantern Club, we got this. Let's keep going.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Yeah.
And then Wallace
Wallace-
shoots somebody.
No,
Wallace just takes the gun.
Wallace, when everyone's like, yeah, we got this, it's fine, and everyone goes to leave, he hangs back and stays in the room.
Mm.
And you guys go to the next room, and then you look back, and Wallace is not in the room there anymore.
Oh. Mm,
He
And
wasn't part
that's
of
that's
that.
House of Cards.
nice.
Love
Nice.
that. Love that.
Yay.
House of
did
Cards
it,
in its,
everybody.
in
That
its
was cool.
busted
Very cool.
state.
Hey, awesome.
Nah, it's fine. All right. Hey, one more time, everyone. Starting, it's just in turn order. Let's remind everyone where we're. Before we do that, though, one more plea for our friends at the One Shot Network, which we are part of. I say friends at, but we are all a part of the One Shot Network.
Yes, we are.
We are all of us.
And some
We're
of
all
us are not friends.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. But yeah, the One Shot Network Patreon drive is ongoing now. Need a couple $100 to get to their goal, and the drive will be ending later this week. But if you're a fan of stuff like Campaign Skyjacks or the One Shot Podcast or any of our podcasts, this money helps all those shows exist. It helps the network exist. And some of our shows might exist without the network, but it would be harder, and we would not have this network of friends that we could play games with and test them. So we really need your support on that. Patreon.com/OneShotRPG. Please go check that out. Starting in our turn order, starting with Fiona, let's say who we are one more time, and we'll say goodbye.
Hello, everyone. If you want to be a part of Lantern Club, why don't you come over to What Am I Rolling? It's a twice-monthly tabletop RPG one-shot podcast where we do lots of different RPG systems and interviews with game designers, including Daniel, who was also on it very recently.
Yes.
Blades. So come check that out. We do lots of different systems, and it's a good time. You can find that wherever you listen to podcasts. That's What Am I Rolling? Thank you very much for having me.
Excuse me. I'm Ben. I wrote this game. I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day beyond this. Probably it will, but it might be a little while. But I wrote some other games. You can find those at heybenjamingray.com. I'm also part of the podcast Roleplay Retcon with Alex and Jincy, who played Jeffrey and Jordan this evening. Roleplay Retcon remakes the movies that let you down with role-playing games and storytelling games. Right now we're doing Pacific Rim Uprising with our guest GM Hen. We're playing Lancer to remake that. And before that, if you want to check out a shorty series where it's just a couple episodes, we did Cocktail, the 1980s movie Cocktail with Tom Cruise with Super Dylan from the One Shot Podcast.
It's true.
Yeah. Did I miss anything? Oh, also all the series also have a indie band as the soundtrack.
Love that.
Also true. And I've been Alex. Half of the stuff Ben just said, tag my name onto that too.
Plus one.
Mostly the roleplay retcon stuff, all the game stuff. That's all him.
Nice.
Sure is it now?
It's Daniel.
It's me, or I thought
Sorry,
it was-
Daniel. This was a bad way.
Okay, I thought it was going to John. And then,
Bad way.
okay, hi, I'm Daniel. You can find me on social media, mostly Blue Sky, at Daniel H. Kwan. That's Daniel H. Kwan. I do lots of things. Podcast on Asians Represent. I'm on another new show on One Shot Network called John Who. It's a podcast where we watch John Woo movies and talk about them.
That rules.
Y'all are invited if you want to join us for an episode of John Who.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
It is the podcast for fans of doves, slow motion gunfights,
Yes.
and
A lot of spinning
ultimate
around.
romances.
Which we all are.
Yeah. Other than that, I work in game design as well. I worked on the new Dragon Delves book that's coming out for 5th edition D&D in a couple days. I love games. Follow me online, I guess, if you want to hear me talk about it.
Freaking Wandering Blades.
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah,
and Wandering
woo.
Blades. That's a thing. I have a new game that was successfully funded on Kickstarter. We raised just shy of 41,000 USD to make it happen. Very, very excited about this game. We are going to have an actual play on the One Shot Network for it soon.
Woohoo.
Nice.
Nice.
Soon we're gonna coordinate, but it's gonna happen.
I believe it.
You heard it here first.
It was a stretch goal, so we have to follow through. And John, I guess I'll pass it to you.
Oh,
I texted you.
it's me.
No.
It's my turn.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the Twitch. I was like,
PJs,
where am I going?
PJs,
Where am I going? Where am I going?
That's okay. Hi, I'm Jincy. Thanks again so much for joining us. It's been really fun. I'm also a part of Roleplay Retcon with Ben and Alex, and Ben already said all of this stuff. So again, thanks again. I hope you check us out. This has been fun. Okay, now it's John's turn.
I guess it's not
Hooray.
John's turn.
Take us home, Johnny.
I'm John, one of the hosts of the System Mastery podcast, where we go through history and review a bunch of role-playing games. We have been doing it for literally a dozen years at this point, so we have reviewed too many games. And you can find us systemmasterypodcast.com. You can find us at System Mastery, and you can find me personally at Gurgle Spasm, spelled exactly how it sounds.
I had to type that into Blue Sky recently. That was fun.
System
Nice.
Mastery. What are the first podcasts that I got to meet when I got started?
Oh,
That's cool.
We go,
Podcast
we go
club.
way back.
That's what we
go
are.
Way
So
back.
way back.
Way back.
The very first Gen Con we ever went to,
We met.
actually.
Oh my
Aw.
god, they were roommates.
They
They
were
were
podcast roommates. Amazing.
Last time I saw you in person was at Big Bad Con 2023. 2023?
It was last year's Big Bad Con, I believe.
Not last
No.
year's. No,
No.
I wasn't there.
No,
Year
not last
before.
year's.
The year before.
Year
It was the
before.
year before.
Year
Get
before.
your story straight.
Yeah.
And then there's none this year, and it's the saddest thing ever.
Yeah, it's very
Oh.
sad.
I know. Anyway,
All
Maybe
right.
next year.
well, I
Fingers
guess we say
crossed.
goodbye now.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
No.
all awkwardly wave at the screen as I find the off button. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you guys soon.
bye.
Tune in
Bye,
tomorrow
everyone.
for another Patreon Drive thing. Thank you.
Patreon.com/OneShotPodcast.
In the universe of Star Wall Odyssey, space is made out of the collective imaginations of all the thinking beings who live on various planets. These worlds are connected to each other through imagination. Common themes and ideas are strings between universes. And to get between them, people fly wooden ships that look like animals, which are powered by emotions. Also, people communicate with each other by contemplating orbs. The only way you can take pictures is getting stared at by a big psychic bug. And people have already declared victory in a war over the very concept of evil. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Star Wall Odyssey follows the adventures of the hapless inhabitants of the Lucky Finn tenement building, who suddenly find that their apartment is actually a spaceship, and that they're lost in a sea of boundless imagination. It's an actual play starring me, James D'Amato, Mel D'Amato, Ali Grauer, and Drew Merzieski, as we playtest the No Kings system, which will hopefully one day be the Skyjacks role-playing system. It toes the line between weird and wonderful slice of life and high-flying space fantasy. You can sample the first 5 episodes by searching for Star Wall Odyssey on your favorite podcast app, or get the whole thing by heading to patreon.com/oneshotpodcast and signing up for $5 a month or more.